So,
Indeed.
because it has been a while, I will do the recap and everyone will get inspiration. I just want to double check something before I start though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Got all 7 players that we have for tonight. Because Big R is not joining us because he is stuck in bed in extreme pain. Well, with that said, so last session, that was a month ago, all started the session out in the little market town, buying little bits and bobs, where we had Hart play a tune, Shay do a dance, and Bartholomew doing his job and turning in criminals.
I love the way that's
I remember that.
Eventually, after doing all your stuff, because we also had Eldon taking the girls around and stuff and buying jewellery. After making your wares, as picking up the wares and stuff you would grab, you made your way on to Hart's hometown of Killica. As you knew, this was the where you needed to be. It was the closest way for a circle that you've been told about. And upon doing some investigation, relaxing, eventually get an idea of where the ley lines connected as could be. So then eventually find a mansion. Burnt down mansion at that had some very horrific stories tied to it. And upon wishing to know more and asking, Bartholomew acquired ability. Gained the ability to look at anything and look at past events involving whatever he was looking at. And in doing so, caused his eyes to bleed a little bit, but he learned the truth of this matter. And eventually, after trying to figure out why his eyes were bleeding, figured out he was putting too much stress on them, too much strain on them. Did it again to find out more history about this mansion, to really find out this mansion was the home of Amia. Some of you started taking pity on Amir at this point with her tragic tale of how she was tortured by her family and ran away and potentially saved by Malik. When going to investigate said mansion, accidentally tripped an alarm. Trying to examine this alarm, trying to figure out what's going on, eventually you figured out it was the spell alarm. And with using the new powers of the orb that Hart has realized it can now do, figured out Amia was on her way to you. In a rush decision, you had to quickly decide on how you were making this teleport circle on a way that Amia couldn't follow and a way she couldn't chase as you get an inkling. You eventually came to a conclusion of writing magic as using magic to write the symbols in the air that would have fade. With moments to spare and a blade of disaster heading your ways, the teleport circle worked. All appeared in the Queen's bedroom. That's where we ended last session, and that's where we start. We'll all get inspiration.
I've done something.
What have you done?
That's what Trevor did, I think.
I had a lot.
Anyone
So
feel take it away?
Is the queen standing in front of us?
Oh,
In a state of undress and shock?
it's complete.
I mean, is it an uphill? It's a teleportation room, so we're not overly worried about it being empty, right?
No, you are in the Queen's chamber.
Bedroom.
What time of day is it, Limmy?
It's just past midday.
Yeah, there's nobody gonna be in this room at this time.
Let's find the person that sent you the letter.
Just before we do anything or speak any louder, does the Queen have a habit of positioning guards right outside her bedroom just in case intruders break in?
I mean, you should know. You were here last time.
Hey, it's your girlfriend that works here.
I guess there's only one way to find out. Paladin, way you go. Open the door.
That's one way of doing it.
I'll go on, potato.
Argo?
Yes?
They're asking you to lead the way outside the door.
Okay, I walk out through the door. Can't actually wait. Let me inspect the door first.
I don't get tackled.
Inspecting the door to the Queen's chambers for traps. Yes! Beautiful way to start it.
Welcome back to D&D, everyone.
Has anyone told him where we are?
No, we haven't.
Oh my god. I can't.
So you inspect this door. It's a very lovely looking door. Golden and silver embroidery over it. The royal crest in the middle. A very fancy looking door. This door was worth more than your entire house back in Genova.
Oh.
Get along. So while he's standing in front of it, I'm going to walk up to the door and knock it, and we just, as if I'm asking, just knock the door, and I'm going to stand to the side in case it swings open.
So he's not, okay, you're knocking on the door.
Yes. He's knocking on the door and stepping to the side so if it swings open, it hits you.
This won't turn out well.
It'll turn out very well, yeah.
No,
This
nothing.
should be fun.
You wait there for a while and nothing happens.
I
Open that
poke
fucking
the door with my index finger.
You poke it.
Wait, fuck.
As you go to poke the door with your index finger, you find your index finger literally like bend in on itself.
The door is closed.
I don't regret the handle. Open the door.
I was
And
literally
it's
about to do
This is where
myself.
the trap comes in. This is where the trap comes in.
So you say you go to open the window. You say you go to open the door. How do you open the door?
Yes. I grab the handle and I try to pull it inwards.
Handle, wait. Is it a handle or is it a knob?
Are you trying to pull the door towards you?
Yes.
You open the door.
Answer the question. Is it a handle or is it a knob?
It's a handle, but it only opens one way.
Oh my god.
And Lucian's just gonna look to all of, like, both, like, everyone who's been standing like, at the door inspecting your shit. Was that so hard?
I mean, we're in. I thought we were in, like, you know, the royal, like, residence. I didn't think the door was going to be trapped.
I mean, it is the royal. It is the royal area. You know, this is a royal room. It's got to be trapped in some way, shape, or form. There's royal people here, guys. Come on.
If
And
anything, there'd be an alarm connected to the fucking door.
I was good.
Based on a very quick inspection, how easy would it be to remove this door from its hinges?
No!
Jesus Christ.
Easier than you would think.
I'll come back to it at a later point.
Upon like looking at the door and how fancy it all looks, you would think, wow, there's probably some really good craftsmanship into it. But when you look at the hinges, it's just like any other door, it's a couple of screws.
Had you removed the pin from it?
You could easily remove the pin, yes.
We're not doing
we don't
that.
need a screwdriver.
Can I ask? Are you two not meant to be lawful good?
I'm not stealing it. I was just making an inspection.
I am
You
not
needed
gonna be
to do
stealing that
something.
door.
Yeah, and I'm helping. You know, there's nothing wrong with
Anyways, while these two are
So-
like thinking about taking the door,
It is my job to think like a criminal. It is not my job
Lucian's just
to act
gonna
like
poke
one.
his head out the door and like look down the hall.
So you look down the hall, and it seems rather empty.
Cool.
I'll follow you.
Yes.
And amongst all this inspection stuff, a slight whispers.
Whisper, 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 whisper.
You literally hear the whispers of, are you sure they're going to be able to help us? They're friends of mine, well, friends of his. I don't know them that well, but they're the only people I could turn to.
What direction is this voice coming from?
The fireplace.
Oh, okay. I turn to Hart and say your girlfriend's over there.
Kind of end up staring at the fireplace, going, "What is going on?"
I then put my arm over Trevor's shoulders and go, come on, Hart, let's go play a game.
I'm just gonna look at Lucian and just shake my head in disappointment.
Eldon in the background just face palms herself and be like, "Oh God."
I pull Hart with me.
From the whispers, you hear a third voice go, a bunch of fucking morons.
Myself and Hart make it over to the fireplace, and I go, hello there. Have you met Hart? Pushes him forward and then walks off.
You're introducing me to a fireplace.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I'm gonna walk around and see if there's another room where that fireplace is leading to.
Same.
I just follow Lucian and Bartholomew like.
I kind of, I just have my hand in my head, or my head in my hands, going, "I brought these in."
The God special that is amongst the crowd today.
So you know what? Yeah, they got special.
So
Entire crowd got special.
you leave the room and you go down the hallway towards the other side of the fireplace. There is a room there. Do you wish to look in?
Yes.
Looking in the room, almost like it's kind of fancy, but not as fancy as the Queen's room. And there's no fireplace like that in this one or anything. And on the side of the wall where the fireplace is on the Queen's room is a bed against the wall.
The fuck?
I would go ahead and say, though, with the fact you're Inquisitor, you're able to quickly judge the size of the Queen's size of this room. There is space between the walls that's not incorporated for them.
In the room. Got it.
A hidden area, yes.
Corridor, yeah.
Safe room.
Questions. We
It's
should
times like
probably
these
just
that
knock on the
barbarian
wall.
just break down the fucking wall.
We should probably just knock on the wall, right? I don't fucking know.
Probably.
Are you with me?
I don't know. Are you with him?
Yes.
Oh.
So when Lucian knocks on the wall, again with your high perception, you can hear the because they're really trying to be quiet because they don't really know what they should do at this point. You hear one last, it's the one you met, the one that you're all calling Trevor's girlfriend, really trying to say we should let them in. I called for help, and this is the only help we can get. You hear like the other voice that called you all morons going, I don't know if we could trust them. They're banging on the walls. They don't seem like they know what the fuck they're doing.
We're banging on the walls because we can hear you in them.
Oh my God.
That was my new favorite moment.
Alright, Bartholomew, did you say something?
We're banging on the walls so we can hear you in them. Brilliant fucking lie.
Is it really our group if we don't make some kind of entrance? I'm sorry. But at this point...
Is it working? Oh, it is working. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Or what the fuck's going
At
on
this
now?
point, it ain't our group unless we're making some kind of fucking entrance. And leave it to Bart to always make some of the most dramatic ones.
Or stupid ones.
Or dumbest ones.
Upon hearing that, you hear the voice of the Queen going, Well, they know we're here now. Let them in.
I'm waiting for Bartholomew. I am waiting for it.
Is at this point she's just like leaning against the wall, numbing on some crystals, just watching this happen. Just fucking
Eventually,
really.
all just eventually hears going, fuck it, as the weird heart, I can trust them. And just suddenly a click, and the fireplace starts to turn sideways.
Oh, lovely, we're in the wrong room.
Hey guys!
Oh, we go back to the other room.
We're back to the room.
Do both have do both fireplaces turn, or is it just one?
No, the other room doesn't have a fireplace. It's only the one in the Queen's room.
Ah, so I'm standing in front of the fireplace opening.
You're standing in front of a fireplace. We're in an empty bedroom.
You're standing in front of a fireplace.
The
that-
grinding of stone.
You're standing in front of a fireplace that you're convinced Argo's just been a moron and introduced you to a fireplace. To now find standing in the fireplace is the girl you grew up with.
I reiterate. Have Matt Hart?
I'm really too tired to figure out how to deal with this tonight.
Here's the true question then. Which part of the group really got special?
Well, I'm apparently standing looking at a fireplace that has like opened up into like some sort of secret room. So I guess since I'm staring at them, so I'm assuming the reason you're behind there is to do with the letter?
Yes, now get the hell in.
Okay, Argo, where's the rest of the group?
Oh no, most likely we're standing in the room again at this time.
Yeah.
Upon
I
hearing
saw
the
them
clicking and the mechanisms, they would have made their way back.
Okay, right.
No. I'm standing there and I'm looking at him and I'm just pointing to my right. They gone that way. they gone dude that way because they saw another door. Guys, get back here.
Then they get back, and then I said, "Get the fuck
you
in."
say that, we just walk through the fucking door.
I'm just gonna kind of point and go.
Okay.
We're going.
We go in.
When Bartholomew like makes his way in, the grumpy voice, the third voice, which is like just a male, similar rank to Art's girlfriend here, he just kind of gives you the evil eyes the entire time, just watching you.
I'm
Sorry,
waiting.
you're doing that to a wrong man. Have you seen my eyes? I can do that a lot better.
I wasn't the one talking about stealing a fucking door.
I didn't mention it, so this guy can read fucking minds.
Jesus
I
Christ.
thought you did mention it, to be honest.
I said I was inspecting it to see if it would be easy to steal. Never said I was gonna steal it.
Sink.
Right. Okay. Everyone's in room.
This is going great. This is going just great.
So with everyone in, either gets pulled, the fireplace reseals up.
How high is the thing so can Eldon stand comfortably or need she,
Oh, you can stand
like
comfortably.
always? Okay, cool.
Well, we're now in the presence of the Queen.
Yes, you are. You are in the presence of the Queen.
I guess Your Majesty.
Formalities are not needed. The situations.
Yes, I would bow, but we're currently standing in what appears to be a broom cupboard.
Down the corridor, from what you can see, by the way, there are stairs leading.
Well, sounds like we're down there.
They sit there eventually, like this way. There'd be more room, and these two sit across there.
Well, at least we're having no blades of disaster thrown at us, so...
Did you just openly say that?
Yes.
How do you know such powerful spells?
I know what blades of disaster is.
There you.
Surely, I've seen... Okay. What do you want me to call it?
I'm just intrigued.
Ismay just kind of looks at you and goes, "Another one of your fine tales."
At this point, I'm just going to lightly lift Heart's tail. And look at it.
You're going to lift my what?
Tail.
So, Isme, or Ismail, however you pronounce her name. Fucking weird.
Isme?
It said, I guess that's another one of your fine tails, and Bartholomew's lifted your tail.
That's a tale for another time. We should go down there. Would you please let go of my tail?
Gotta go with a tail, since it's for another time.
There's enough room down there for a dragon.
There is plenty of room. Right now, it's still loyal.
Here, I'm just gonna kind of slither through.
Here, Bartholomew.
Everybody.
Slither in.
I'm just gonna slither through everybody. And
Just watch
to
the stairs.
opening. And I'm gonna whisper release, which is the cue word for.
Yep. I look.
Yep.
You all make your way down to this bit more open area. Still dungeony feel because you're in between the walls. There is a table, chairs here, but it is like a very something you expect to find in like a rundown inn. Very musky, just wooden table, some bar stools, essentially like chairs without backs.
I can hear half of what you're saying.
Is it because I'm cutting out or because of you?
My internet keeps cutting.
Oh, lovely.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, Trevor, not the only one here.
Oh, I do right. The thing is, OBS is being fun.
Yeah, it's just every now and then my I notice everything stops, and then my internet icon just goes on, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, you
I was
can't.
doing it
It's the
the other way.
same. I was gonna say it's the same with me. It goes robotic, and then all of a sudden I've missed 2 words, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, essentially, like it's just very like it's not fancy chairs and tables and stuff.
Oh yeah, I got it that time. But it's just yeah.
I believe this should be more than. They could pass on to you.
Just want to make sure, is the dwarf still with us?
At this point, Big R's on autopilot.
No, because I realized we never actually checked, and we did literally just teleport.
So
No, he joined with us.
He
That
was definitely at the teleport.
You were all inside the circle when it happened.
you know the way when in like fucking certain games like Dota, whenever a player leaves, you hit like a certain button and you can make them follow you. We've just done that.
So Shay guides the dwarf over to a chair and sits him down. Then Shay drags over another chair sitting next to him and starts kicking her legs back and forth.
Throw some indestructible armor on him, just like that one Silent Hill game.
Well,
Silent
I
Hill
gotta
2
say,
now, so that's as even.
Bartholomew, you're probably up. Is this not your cup of tea?
There's tea?
Road guards and
your copper tea hearts and your girlfriend.
I was more going to say road guards. You know, people you can't trust, people you can. I mean,
No, that's true. You're probably leading the conversation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, starting point. How much of the current situation?
Depends on the situation.
yeah, that's.
I think only Hart and Bartholomew.
Only on Bartholomew have read the letter. The rest of us have not seen the letter.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We haven't actually told you about all this. We just kind of said we needed to go.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that.
Well, in that case, to catch you all up. An old friend, someone that believed to be trusted, who recently not long announced a traitor to the kingdom, has reared his ugly head here on Crescent Isle and is used influence to turn the guard of the royal family against them. Name may have heard, could be familiar. Head Inquisitor Isaac.
Yes, I remember Granny mentioning him.
Here, turning the Queen's Guard against. King has taken awfully sick, to the point where he's stuck in his room, constantly guarded by Isaac's men. Essentially, a decree has been put out if anyone who chooses to side with the royal family inside the palace will lose their life.
Yeah, sounds like he's really helping.
Uh-huh.
Bart, you were an Inquisitor. What the heck's he like?
I'm eating Maltesers. God damn it.
What faster, man!
You know, I just see like this being like Trevor sitting there with like a torch, where like Trevor's reading the conversation, just hands it over to Bartholomew. You're like, here, you take it. You deal with this.
Checking on something.
You think I need a torch? I am the fucking torch.
I know. But, like, it's basically like if we were playing the game where like everyone's got a ball and then their turn to talk. It's like just.
Oh yeah, I'm just turning to Bartholomew. Yeah. Bart, this ball is yours. You need it.
Sorry, I'm currently writing something to Libby.
Oh, Doug Lord.
What did you ask me again?
I was asking what you know about this Isaac guy.
What do I know about this Isaac guy?
I love.
All you literally know about him was he was your boss. He was someone you believed could be trusted because Granny told you to go look for him, and obviously you found out last time you were here on Crescent Isle. No, he's a traitor and he's working for Malik.
Okay.
He's a bad boy.
No, he was my boss, and now he's a traitor. Okay.
Okay, sweet. So we got exactly the same information.
So basically, we've got nothing.
Well, I mean, we kind of came here very, we'll say, unprepared.
I don't think we were given much of a choice.
No, that's kind of why I was saying it. Do you know this Isaac guy's second
I
name?
was waiting for that.
Do they know this guy Isaac guy's second name?
No,
Are you
anyway.
going to share with the rest of the class?
And everyone's ever just called him Isaac. And as for your DM, the Bartholomew,
You've given me too much power.
you spied that someone managed to hide a chocolate bar in the barrel in the corner.
Sweet, I go get it.
The DM
Are
I
you
literally,
actually serious?
the DM I got was literally I used my ability to see if anyone hid any snacks in this room in the past month.
Are you?
Wow. Just wow.
You all just suddenly watch a Bartholomew walk down the barrel, undo the lid, just go a little bit into the barrel and pulls out a chocolate bar like.
Just gonna cock my head again with the disappointed look, staring straight at Bart. Like, what?
Want some?
How the fuck did you know something was? Never mind. I don't want to know.
Again, the bloke guy sits and goes, they're still looking like morons.
And these morons are apparently trusted by...
I know what you do in this room when you walk around.
That is professional moron to you.
I was gonna say, we're morons trusted by that Alistair. I mean, like, you know...
You may say that we are morons, but I can guarantee you we've gotten out of more shit than I can really care to count to.
Definitely the people fighting back against Moloch.
I want to give him the devil eyes back at him, just since he's been giving me them this whole time, and just go. Sorry, not that. And just go.
Sorry, not that.
And special false comment. Oh my god, I can't.
And this moron knows what you do in this room when no one else is around.
Sabrina's just gonna kind of like the sneer over towards the garden. Naughty, naughty.
I kind of look back and go, well, I'm assuming we have some sort of plan, because you didn't bring us here on a whim.
The plan, kind of hoping you...
Okay, so we're winging it, guys.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
There is more information that we can tell you.
I'm just gonna kind of plop down, throw, switching to my legs, throw one over the other, fold my hands. Please tell.
I feel like you guys are being very cocky in front of a queen, but sure.
Oh no, I'm just standing in the back and I just sort of listening in. I'm not trying to act cocky.
No, I'm just laughing because, between Bartholomew and Sabrina, this is a very interesting conversation.
So Ismay's just kind of sitting there, like, chuckling to herself, like, trying to hold the laughter and stuff, trying to be serious, like, for Her Majesty. The dude is sitting there like, show respect!
Well then don't call me a moron and I won't act like one. Anyways, Your Majesty, please do tell any other information that will at least aid us in this.
Ismay speaks up and goes, Isaac did kind of set a deadline before he would kill the queen.
He what?
Oh, he's pretty much already set a date of death. Which, okay.
And suddenly, while like Ismay's talking, the queen's just like, ooh.
Can I point out something? This is the guy that walked past them all with a fucking pile of clothes during the first time we were here.
Yeah. The queen's actually, honestly, she's actually, you can tell from the expression of her face, she's like having a smile, she's actually having quite a good time, like being like not royalty.
Wait.
Oh yeah, Ismay goes on to say, so there's an event coming up, that the royal family required to attend. 1 week's time. It's the masked ball. And if the queen doesn't swear her loyalty to Isaac by then, kill her there. As in his words in the letter he put, won't see it coming, as you'll never know which one is me behind the mask.
Alright. Okay. So, when is this supposed to take place?
Damn, music change.
A week from today? Okay.
Now,
It's a masquerade event.
It is.
What a fucking dumbass. Like, honestly. Okay, so here's what we're gonna. Here's the thing, okay? Do you have anybody who is close to you that we could make to mimic you?
His main and he goes, I volunteer.
Okay. So, we have her disguise self to look like you during the masquerade event. It's honestly the perfect trap right there.
There only lies in one problem. Speaks up the.
She kind of snake eyes snaps towards him.
Isaac's weapon. It is blessed. Whoever he cuts with it cannot tell a lie.
So, the perfect weapon for an Inquisitor, I guess. The other issue we have is, like, setting that trap's all well and good, but I'm sure, like, Inquisitors are pretty good at sneaking and finding who they need to find. I mean, kinda in the job description.
Here,
Not only that, but the period of the event, watching over the balcony, peeking at which one she is, and then when she does join the event, it's just looking out for which mask is new.
okay. Question for smartass behind me. Do we know how many?
Assuming you're talking to one of your.
Where's the from sitting facing the queen? Where would the guard be around me?
Right next
Like
to the
beside
queen in
me?
front of you.
Okay, so
Smartass in front of her.
pointing to him, smartass. Do we know about how many guards Isaac has got control of in the castle right now?
That is unknown. That number changes every, especially those somewhere inside this castle. He built it himself, and no one's been able to find the entrance apart from hotels. And guards have been down a lot. He has a secret factory somewhere in this. Well, I say factory, more experimental plot.
Oh, okay.
The late night, you certain floors, you can hear the sound of machines.
Do we have any guards here that we can trust 100%?
This room.
Myself and Ismay. Yeah, the two posted to the queen herself.
So what makes you two more reliable than everyone else?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Picked by the queen. Incredible honor for anyone's family.
Okay, so, and you know,
Side
forgive
check on
me
that guy.
for forgive me for like prying and asking all these questions. These are just kind of things popping out as they go.
How to describe?
Bart's not trusting.
He's not lying.
Is Isaac.
Yeah, he's not lying to you, but you can tell there's not fiction, maybe. He'd rather be anywhere but the Queen's Guard. Like, he doesn't, like, you can tell, like, he's not lying to you, like, he doesn't plan to betray the queen. But he's not happy in this position as the queen.
So what you're saying is, well, okay, no, I'm not gonna metagame.
I can see you're not happy in a position you're in. Where else would you rather be?
Why wouldn't I be happy? I got personally chosen to protect the queen. It's an incredible honor.
Yes, you're not saying that with conviction.
Or an incredible curse.
Yeah, the tone of your voice seems kind of off.
Again, you just kind of see Ismay sneak himself. Clearly knows more than he's like.
Anyways, so if we can only trust the people in this room, we have this big event where the royal family is supposed to attend. We've got a number of guards at any given point that are under the influence of Isaac.
This is not a good situation.
No, it really isn't.
It's really not.
It reminds me being underground again and not there, should I?
Yes.
Ismay speaks up. We know a lot of the guards are in control, blackmailing them.
What kind of what kind of incrimination would he have?
It's not. Some of them it's incrimination, some of them it's not. And you see as she pulls out, like, pouch she has, a small letter. Puts it on.
I will reach for the letter.
As you reach for it, she goes, "This is his attempt to blackmail me."
I kind of lean over you now. I'm kind of curious.
I'm going to fully grab the letter, open it up, and read it.
It's not even, it's not a letter to read. It's like it's a letter like sealed, but when you open it and you pull out, it's a picture.
What's the picture of?
Okay, yeah.
To you, Safrina, this just looks like an old gentleman. To you, it's Ismay's dad tied up.
Going to set the picture on top of the envelope.
I would like to look at the picture and see if there's anything noticeable within it, like the color for walls, what type of stone, anything sort of points to the location of where this might be.
I'm just gonna hand him the photo. So I'm assuming he has
her dad.
That's Papa. From the photo, you're able to give me a what would it be? Right.
What, for me?
No, for the photo, examining the photo.
Oh, Adam.
I'd say maybe
investigation.
Oh, that's good. 28.
So you're saying Isaac has your dad, and he's trying to use that to blackmail you to convince you to work up for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like lie back, and your dad would rather have you be more loyal to the queen than him at this point.
That's how Papa always was.
I did not mean to send that. That's my bad.
So with that investigation check, one of the things you're able to identify from the photo, the type of bricks, there is a bit of wetness to them that can happen if you're near the sea.
On an island.
Like where the palace is like the center point of the island type thing. Like with how wet these bricks are, like you would need to be next to it.
Yeah.
Okay then.
At least we know he's being kept on the shoreline.
Stupid thing. What is his name? Because Hart, don't you have a thing that you could see where the person is?
That's true. I mean, it might not give us the entire thing, but I take it I already know his name, Lemmy, don't I?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you pick it because you haven't given me a second name for this last time.
I haven't given you a second name because I haven't thought of a second name.
I know, well you gotta think of one now.
No, don't put me in the spot.
Fantasy random name generator, go.
Because the way you figured out the way your all work, if you say their first name, it's just gonna glow. If you say the full name, it will show.
What is one of your favorite magic cards, Trevor? Just use magic cards. They have nice names.
What is? Oh, actually, that's a good point. I have a lot of elven names. Hang on a minute. Where have I put that magic deck? Continue while I find it.
Not fucking go looking for it.
No, I don't go looking for one. Fuck that.
While he's doing that, Sabrina's gonna kind of like nod towards Esme and like a condolence kind of standpoint, and she's gonna look at the other guard. What's he got on you?
I'm waiting for Trevor to turn around and be like, yes, her surname is Solring.
No, it's Forest. No, let's see. Right.
In terms of me, that's my sister.
Me.
So
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Would it be possible? Sorry, would it be possible to have the only canine that can smell stuff smell the picture? See if there's any scents that give off on it. Yeah. Because even
that small eye you wanted to do.
yeah, because it means like if there's any like say like residue like from the area that's been on the pit, like on the photo that's gone on it, it could probably pinpoint better of where it was taken
or where it was printed.
I've got it. We just make the second name Trest. Yes.
No command power.
So Trest, and then his first name can be Harold. Mostly because there are two elf names from cards in my deck.
So you don't want to call him Shipwright the Shipwright?
No, we don't want Shipwright the Shipwright.
It would say a perception for smell, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be perception.
Cool. Big R smells nothing.
nothing. Damn it.
Let me send this roll to everyone.
Oh.
He's got advantage on that, doesn't he?
I think only while.
No, I think it's just in general. He's got perception.
So Begar
No,
tries to get.
That's right.
I think it's his hybrid form, yes.
Is it
So
always
what you're
there
saying
for
is-
gets advantage? Sure.
Yeah, so a lot of his stuff he only gets advantage while in hybrid form.
So what you're saying to me is, Begar went to sniff this out, and someone dropped one right as he was about to. Gotcha. I'm gonna say his. I guess I say his name into the orb. Full name.
Say it, and the orb reveals to you a
I
cell.
kind of walk over towards. Bartholomew.
Reveals a cell in the orb where he is chained up to the wall like this. Has a gag in his mouth to stop him from screaming.
Excuse me.
I kind of look at Bartholomew and say, if he has a gag, does that mean that he's probably near somewhere where people can hear him?
He's also very kinky.
I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say that.
He's a pretty.
I know. I just check when I originally did this. I didn't say sounds or anything. Visuals, right?
Yes, it was just visuals.
Well, just wanted to make sure I wasn't leaving it.
Right. Okay. I guess the other thing is, what's your sister's name? I kind of look at the guy. Yeah, I'm putting you back on the spot, bro.
No, your turn.
Your turn.
Talking my story, so if he says Scarlet, I'm punching him.
Also, I love the fact that you're all finding out his sister's name before you even finding out his.
We don't care about his name. We care about his sister more than him.
He called me. He called us morons, which then lit the snarky, sarcastic bitch side of Sephrina, which I don't get to play very often. I'm having more fun with this than I've had in a while.
Oh, so raven sessions are boring?
No, we need to like piss off Sabrina more.
No, it's more of I'm normally quiet during a lot of the RP stuff. So
That's fair. Yeah, I've got a first name. I see second name.
How does it feel to be in the spot with me?
Rebecca Williams.
Okay, we'll say that into the orb. Let's find out what she is.
In a very similar position, tied up in a cell, locked up. Except in the vision of the orb, you can see a few of them around her as well, like also chained up and stuff.
You've got quite the collection, Bartholomew.
Just to touch on it lightly, just to get the idea. We're not going to go majorly into it. All of them are female, and pretty much all of them, their clothes are ripped in some way, shape, or form, revealingly. That's all we're going to touch on that.
Seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, that's all you need to know. You need to get the general idea, and we move on from that. Get an idea of how scum.
Okay, I kind of want to kill him now.
So, we have a little bit of more information to touch on. Now, Brina's just kind of like tapping her fingertips together.
Yes, come again? Yes?
No, not. It's just like her index fingers. She's just kind of like tap, tap.
Oh, you're
tap.
actually kind of cute.
I think we'll just think for a moment. And I would use locate creature on the guard's sister.
That gives you a general direction, doesn't it?
Yeah, this locates the creature if can't locate the creature if running water is at least 10 feet wide, blocks the direct path, and between me and the creature.
Like
and it's a mile.
A mile. How far is a mile?
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet? Try and do the rough maths in my head. Thousand feet would be roughly about. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Argo. 1,000 feet would be roughly from like here to like say, town.
1,000 feet?
A mile.
It'd be shorter than that.
Probably the estate.
Edge of the estate.
It isn't a mile long, is it?
No, 1,000 feet, another mile. Sorry.
Are we wanting 1,000 feet on a mile or something?
It's 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. I'd say like no, you can't identify like 1,000 feet's too short.
How many times
Yeah,
can you
well,
cast
a mile, 1,000 foot is 0.1 miles.
Yeah, right. So 1 point, it's a tenth.
There's 10,000 feet in a mile.
Eldon,
Yes.
how many times can you cast that spell?
I can cast it in total twice, and then I need a break again of 4 hours.
Well, fuck.
Oh, we've got to do some skulking about in the castle trying to see what we can find them. No?
I mean, we have the element of surprise right now, right? Because there's nobody that knows we're here apart from Reasons. to go skulking around the castle kind of gives away that element of surprise.
Fair. But then,
Especially if
how
any
do
of
we
you
move
end up being
around?
spotted. I'm pretty sure since Isaac like lose his job. If any of his men see you,
him, though.
if any of his men see you and report back to him that sighted, it wouldn't take him long to have a warrant out for your arrest or potential sight. That would go for anywhere on the Isle.
I was gonna ask.
I have no.
So, how do we get around?
I could do something. If that could help, I can. Not in those 4 hours, but in the next 4 hours, I can make that a paper with a glyph. I can give it to either you, Bartholomew, or Shay. When it's dark enough, Shay could be invisible and fly, and use locate creature at any point. For and again, the spell is a good while usable. It's a concentrate. You need to concentrate it for up for an hour, and it's maybe easy to locate a creature because I'm the most obvious scene.
Yeah. Lumi,
Yes.
I'm assuming I'm not the only one in the world with a flying broom.
No.
Okay, so there's probably a few even in the city just floating around.
Potentially.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my disguise kit and start making a disguise for myself.
Again,
You're welcome for that, by the way.
It takes like 4 hours for me to make that.
It's May speaks up goes, as a last ditch effort as a contingency planning case, nothing else got figured out. And she goes over to some of the barrels in the opposite corner, pops off the lid. Do you have outfits and masks, various shapes and sizes for everyone? The final plan that we have on our end, if worst came to worst, we'd all go to the masked ball in disguise.
Yep.
Let's try and see if we can't figure it out before then.
Yeah. Again, my thing, I can do it every 4 hours. So for the people that can travel faster and are better in hiding themselves or disguising themselves.
I mean, imagine being a druid.
4 hours, every 4 hours I can do once. So that could help to locate the people. So maybe we could get them out before. To get the blackmail ability away.
It's getting them out's going to be the bigger problem.
Yeah, as soon as they're gone, they're gonna know something's up.
Nah, not even if they're gone. It's like actually getting to them and then letting people know that they have been rescued.
Mhm.
Now you have to keep them safe.
Yep. And again, it's gonna be hard to even move around. If they spot us, we're fucked.
Well, there's a couple of us that have the ability to.
Hold
I
on.
would say me, Bartholomew, and Shay probably have the best bits of moving around because I can wild shape. Bartholomew is disguise kit at working there, and
We're
Shay can go invisible.
currently working against an enemy who a large portion of his forces are currently being blackmailed to work. What would happen if all of their blackmail suddenly disappeared?
They would go
Yes, but we didn't
not
make-
work for him anymore.
oh wait,
They would immediately stop working for Isaac at that point.
The thing
If
is,
I
something
still
revolts
have-
against them is what could happen.
so another thing is, apparently, correct me if I got that wrong, but has like an area where he's most likely working from.
Bartholomew, if we can find where it is, no, that wouldn't work. We need a ley line for a teleportation circle. Damn it.
The thing is, if I do the thing in 4 hours, Shay or you, Hard, could sneak around with the spell active and look around and find his the entrance of where he is.
Yeah, anyway.
all of this
Do you
equipment
have
comes
a
with-
map, Mr. Giving me evil stares?
Yes.
Can I see it?
Able.
Need a map of this area, right. And I'm
Alden
looking
immediately
for-
looks at it and starts drawing it in her book.
I'm looking for areas where there could be... more specifically around the shoreline. I'm pretty much avoiding the beaches per se and looking for places where, you know...
I kind of,
warehouses and things where there'll be space to hold
do-
people.
do we know that you're doing this?
Well,
'Cause if
I'll
we
be
know you're-
annoyed as I'm looking.
I'm kind of gonna look and say, what about the docks we came in on the first time we were? Oh no, we came by teleportation circle. The docks we left from the first time we were here?
We left by skyship.
Yeah, we left
From
by
the
flying.
docks, though.
Yeah,
did we
from
not?
the docks you left. Like, it was skyship, but you were docked in and then off mid, like, halfway.
I mean, you know,
With the exact thought process that you've... Amber, follow me. Thinking like an... I'm not actually going to ask for any rolls, because you... Point where you... The idea of, like, trying to... like, doing your job, getting inside the mind of a criminal. How would they... type thing. Pin it down to the only place that has the type that I could hold the cells close enough of traffic to hit in a moment.
Okay. And how big is the docks area?
it held a skyship.
The docks is the entire bottom part of the crescent.
Oh, okay.
That's a big dock.
More than 1,000 feet. Okay.
Again, you can move with that. So for someone that is able to move fast, that should be able to a good distance.
It's also getting out of the castle to get down to it.
Yeah.
Shay could fly,
She could fly.
and she's invisible when it's dark enough.
Which, by the way, 100% is dark enough right now. I don't mean outside, I would just mean in this room.
I don't know, Shay could definitely just go, Shay, away.
Yes.
And if worse comes to worse, if I need to change my outfit, I'm wearing glamored studded leather. With just a command word, I can change how it looks in any way.
Hey, you've got the,
Glamour
perfect.
weave is so nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it just needs 4 hours for me to prep that.
Okay.
Well, start
So-
prepping up because we may as well we have
Here's-
some
Well,
idea.
you see Eldon just watched it.
Here-
She basically did nothing already, and that's what I need to do for 4 hours.
Here's something
I
that
had to
keeps
look
kind of
up how
like
to use the disguise kit.
bouncing
Sorry, go
off
ahead.
my brain.
What
Here's
are you
something-
saying?
Here's something that I keep bouncing off my brain at the moment. We are dealing with an unknown amount of enemies at this point, right? You could say.
Well, we're not
Yeah,
every
but-
guard is an enemy, but every guard is a potential enemy.
The thing is, we
I
also don't
agree.
know. We also don't know if he's just in general have spies around the island.
So,
Oh, even worse. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I mean, I was going to say as a flippin', he's a traitor to the crown, but he has enough power to put out arrest warrants. What changed?
What
I
changed?
suppose having the guard on your side is kind of a good idea of that.
The thing is, he's got blackmail on everyone. That's what's
Again-
done it.
What is if we find his working place where he hides?
Again, though, that's another point. If he's blackmailing everyone, then who is keeping track of these people that he's using to blackmail?
Oh no, I'm not saying he's blackmailing everyone. I'm saying a large portion of his forces.
Oh no, I get
His
it.
biggest
Oh,
threat is the people that are currently also guards. The issue is he does also have,
that means all his most loyal guards are not here.
Sake of keen mind here, Eldon, I'll just bring this up again. They did, when they mentioned about blackmailing and threatening and stuff like that, it was only to anyone inside the palace.
Information for the phone.
It's the guards.
It's the guards that are blackmailed outside, not because the blackmail is for anyone inside the castle.
Okay, so here's how I look at it, though. How is... Because here's the thing, alright? Say they're all in the same area. Everybody he's taken captive, and they're all in the same area. Well, if he's gonna be here during the event, what if we were able to convince the guards that we would take care of Isaac and make sure nothing happened? Because if we take out Isaac, then there's no one to give orders on any of the ones he's got hostage.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they tell him if they're blackmailed?
There's also the possibility that if his guys don't hear anything that they're from him, that they just kill the hostages.
Yeah.
That's true as well.
It would be less beneficial and would make sure the guards aren't going to harm you.
To add to that, last ball
Got into the root menu.
at the highlight of the event, where speech meant to be all testing out and it'll be broadcasted via a magic sphere to the entire of Crescent.
Okay. What kind of technology are we talking about? I mean, for this circumstance, I think giving us kind of a general explanation will help.
It's similar like what Malik did, but in smaller range.
Oh, yeah, but Malik's was more. They're doing this is kind of. We've had some people on the island heading up development or forged technology.
Would Sabrina know anything about about hearing about any of this?
Warforged is what attacked Genova.
Yeah, the unfortunate one attacked Genova. What, like, Malik basically took control over in the city. The Metal Men.
Huh.
It's
So
not,
you're-
we're not making them sentient. It's just utilizing the technology available from our
Utilizing
findings.
a technology a evil mastermind has already took control of before? Not really the brightest move.
Honestly, I think it would be safer if they were fucking sentient.
Yeah, probably.
Have to try and do something. Always be a friend.
Not about
I mean-
being afraid. It's more of, do you think the timing now, with the way everything is going, is the best time to...
Well, it was announced before the threats.
Okay.
The rest of the Isle is unaware of what's going on inside the palace.
That makes it so much better. It was announced before Malik revealed his hand, and therefore it could very much well be completely covered in Malik.
It could also be what all the noises are about. From what you said, he has a factory somewhere.
It might be.
I'm still falling through to my original idea. I just feel like if there's that sense of false hope, even with whatever weapon he portrays, I just feel like if there's that false hope that the queen is there, things still can go according to the night.
That is
And the queen herself, we have teleport circles here. It's not hard to get her off of the island. And with, tall and asshole over there.
If we are going down that plan and things do go south and they plan to walk off the island, I kind of go into my pouch and take out the herb that she used to write the letter and pass it to Ismay.
Well,
you need
that's
them
the
not to
thing.
follow you.
Because
If that is the plan eventually.
if we can deceive him long enough with, Esme, who has already volunteered to look like the queen, then
That should definitely
when
be
the
our
event when the event starts, the queen can make her presence known, and then when she's going to sit in the podium, a little switch is made.
Again, that should really be our last.
It should
Plan
be the
ham.
last ditch effort. That should be planned.
We're putting a queen's life in risk, no matter how small it is.
I do.
While Bartholomew is trying to make what is basically a mask, you see him accidentally set it on fire and then stamp it. I rolled an
Do you
11.
want-
That was
do you
my
want-
maximum for that. I was
Do
like,
you want
yep,
some
okay.
help?
It just seems like we have very limited options with the way things are, and we just need to choose a solid plan. I don't think any plan is going to be without some kind of hiccup.
Nope.
Every way we look at this, there's going to be something. So we're not going to immediately come up with the perfect plan.
What
But-
if we figure out the locations where the people are held?
That I honestly think that if we take out the source, it's not going to backlash on the others.
No,
And
and
this
there-
is why I bring up the broadcast thing. If you're help with your idea of a plan of taking out the source, but you're worried about in case his men doesn't hear, broadcast is going to be to the entire island.
Oh.
See? So if we're taking
Oh.
out the source right where it stands, everybody on the island will see it. Therefore, his power, his level of power is going to decrease because everybody on the island is going to see. We're just
Also,
better than him.
if we can get the
We have no guarantee that every single one of his soldiers are loyal to him and not Malik. If they see him die, there's every chance that the remaining soldiers will execute all the hostages.
However, if we rescue the hostages, we have a live way to broadcast it to every single guard on the island.
That is true.
that is true.
But that is also putting us out there. Our biggest thing is, yes, we do have some of us that do carry these special talents that can go out there and walk amongst. But like me, as she kind of looks up and down her bright, shining white scales, I can't hide for nothing.
Same thing with me.
Points,
And Lucian
points, to
raises his
the,
hand.
points to the
Why don't
potato. You think he can hide in the plain sight? Uh-uh.
I kind of like
different type of armor, and a little bit of
see-
dye to the hair, or coal to make it a different hair color.
I kind of
It's
like.
more of we're looking at trying to save everybody as a whole. Sometimes we can't save everybody. And my top priority is the one sitting in front of us. No offense to your trapped and struggling family members, but the Queen takes my priority.
To be fair, we keep tossing around these ideas. What's the Queen's opinion on it? They're her people.
And those are people.
I kind of glance over and look at the Queen.
I am no queen. But that means I humbly make, as I trust Ismay, her idea to bring. So as much as I would protect my that may trust you.
A lot to unpack there.
Is it bad I'm thinking of committing a cardinal sin for any D&D player right now?
Oh, okay. I thought you were being
Okay,
You really like this queen, huh?
the other thing is, like,
STP.
we're sitting here bouncing the ideas off and, you know, understanding what you said, but you have to understand what your people also look up to you as. In some cases, in times of great disaster, if there is no leader, everything falls apart. You're the core that holds everything together.
Especially because the
In your
king's sick.
people's eyes.
In the people's eyes for now, or something as the royal family is for now. But if he kind of looks around a little bit, if Bahamut's plan is to be as trusted, true, royal family will be new leadership to follow.
Okay, the future's the future. We can cross that bridge when we get to it. But here and now, we still need you to stay that strong queen that you are. And I am very, very hopeful that once we confront Isaac in any way, shape, or form, either the captive, the guards, somebody, as soon as the power that Isaac holds starts to minimize, the pure... what's the word? The harmonious cries of victory will come through. For they'll start to see that Isaac isn't as powerful as he seems. And the captive could start fighting back. Therefore, the guards will see that, well, if our family's fighting, then why aren't we?
Not everyone is as strong. Not everyone at times of pressure. Some people, when they get the release, will just fall to. Others will chant and cheer. Others will follow. We'll also get some that will just choose to run away. After all, I have foreseen all this.
But if that handful that just stood up during it was able to overcome the majority, then we won't have to worry about it. We won't have to worry about your sister or your dad, because they will do what needs to be done and make sure everybody gets where they need to go.
What's the plan?
Unless anybody else has any other really solid idea, I think this is going to be our game plan. Esme will go dressed up like the queen. Once the party has started and we know Isaac is around, then the queen and asshole can go off and at least get her off the island while the event's going on. Let us take care of it in a place where she isn't going to be around, therefore cannot be in danger in any way, shape, or form, at least as much as we know.
What's to stop them killing the chained up captives, the ones loyal to him? Because he's only blackmailing the ones in the palace. Your plan's solid apart from that single point.
Yep.
In turn, I'm going to cause a mutiny. That's what I'm going for.
Calling mutinies all well and good with the ones that are being blackmailed.
Yeah, but then what do we do if Isaac just kills all the captives unless the real queen comes forward? In case Ismay gets found out.
Bridge.
What then?
Then we will defend. Then we will fight. If it absolutely has to get pushed to that kind of state, then we will fight. And Isaac will not leave this palace. Even if I have to make sure of it. There's enough of us here. It's not like we haven't fought together before. We know each other's strengths and weaknesses. Where people are better. Not only that, if we do cause this uprise, then there's going to be fighting going on all over the place. Guards will be going against guards. If captives decide to get up and help, then they get up and help.
How many rooms are like this in the palace? How many hidden rooms are there? And passageways?
Stories have been found, but they're always stories of Alice was built.
Was the palace here for the people?
Yes, the entire island. It's the first built on the island. knowing it. Caution, finding this. Say this many hidden. One that may lead to a room inside itself.
Because that doesn't give me
We
PTSD.
broadcast the message from one of these rooms. So, out of character, is what we're trying to do just skip to the ball and try to do the last
No.
ditch effort? 'Cause,
No.
like, that seems like a bad-
No.
that seems like
We
a bad
have
idea.
we have how much a week? Did you say,
Like a
Louis?
week to look around.
Yeah, okay.
Like-
And we currently know that at night time there's metal sounds going around upstairs. I want to figure out what the fuck that is.
It's not just upstairs. It's like various it's certain parts of the palace you can hear them.
Okay.
Right. So we should absolutely try to find.
I'm gonna ask you for another map. Do you have a map of the palace? And where these fucking sounds are coming from? Or a rough drawing, I'll accept.
We can do a drawing. So he kind of he draws like a rough sketch of the ground floor, marks a couple of 2-3 circles on the ground. He goes up the other 3 floors of the palace. When you get to the top, he's like, one singular point. First floor has 2 points, and the third floor has 2 points as well, where the sounds can be heard.
Okay. And do any of these points overlap? If something from one point could be going up a floor to the next.
Yes.
So how Bartholomew discovers that is he puts the maps on top of each other and he stabs the point, and then he looks at the other 2 pages underneath.
I think it even works if we have just a light source.
Yeah.
Our issue is going to be more.
Well, there's only going to be so many of us that can move around, since a lot of us are in armor and such.
The biggest issue I'm thinking of right now is that if I wanted to hide, I would hide under my enemy's nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So he's probably in this palace.
Hidden in plain sight.
And from what they said, did he not say that there seems to be a hidden room underwater?
At least
Might be.
that's what stories say.
Did
No
you
such-
not say the bricks were wet, Bartholomew? As in they were under or around
Close
water?
to water. So he might found the room.
He very well might have.
Hiding under the nose of your enemy.
Hiding under the palace.
Hiding under the nose of everyone he's blackmailing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, soon I can make the glyph, and either Shay or you perform. You could go around and look for him.
Don't do not.
Lumi, it's called metagame. Right, well, we have a few days at least before the ball, so we may as well make ourselves useful.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That notification was my phone telling me that apparently in half an hour D&D starts. It's like, so wait, what? Look at my look at my calendar. Apparently we only do D&D from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock onto my calendar. It's like, wait, what?
Well, welcome, you say, except D&D's on, Lumi.
Also, on the subject of calendars, I don't see the D&D sessions in the event thing. I only see them when they get like live on YouTube.
Or is it because you changed the weeks and you haven't updated it yet, Lumi, maybe?
Oh. Oh, they should have been there. I don't know why they stopped. Weird. I'll have to update that.
Just thought I'd let you know.
Well, something was wrong.
Oh well, we at least know Safrina's staying here to guard the queen.
Well, yeah, so am I. I can't be moving around.
Yeah, and Lucian.
I can't.
And I suppose Eldon as
either.
well. I kind of forgot Eldon's like a
It's like
massive looking
half
elf.
the party's staying behind.
But Ellen, taller than the party, grey with lines and a purple arm. Like, yeah, she will.
4 of us are
Again.
staying here while 3 are moving about.
I'm gonna kind of be like, said, I'm gonna point to the pouch. I was like, if worst comes to worst, well, Bartholomew, you have glyphs of a load of other places, don't you?
Yeah.
Drew you out for teleportation circles.
And doesn't he have?
Do you want to
only
leave
have
them
blocks?
some? And if worst comes to worst, they can use the invisible ink to get themselves out of here, being untraceable.
I was thinking about that earlier, but where it was like we could take them to Alistair, but at that point we'd have Emir to deal with. So it's like, that's not
No,
a good idea.
that would be returning to the point where you teleported from.
In order for us to get out of here, Academy.
No, that's too dangerous.
What is this only a receiving point?
Yeah, so not study up
I
on
mean, it's
teleport circles. Like, so you use the glyphs to kind of give yourself an endpoint of where you wish to go.
well,
Latitudes and altitudes. Convert that to glyph ruins. You can use a teleportation circle
Yeah.
to teleport anywhere. But you
you're
need
still
a
on the
specific
ley line.
need a specific point to teleport from, though.
Yes. The ley lines.
Yeah, but is the receiving point not
That's-
also on the ley line?
The
If
thing
the
is,
receiving
you are
point's on the ley line, could you not reverse engineer the circle? Okay, well that's a bit more of a problem.
They can't teleport out either. Cool.
I don't like being stuck in one place with
No,
no
that's
defense.
understandable.
And on top of that, that puts getting the queen like out by teleportation would mean she'd have to get to the academy.
Yep, I was found. Isaac could strike at any moment. Or one of his many guards.
There's just too much we don't know. We need to investigate more.
Yes, we do. We need to send out the rogues while we stay here. Well, the rogues and you, Hart, as you can transform into animals.
At this point, can everyone give me a perception?
Oh God.
Sure.
Why do I not like
It's
that?
lower than my passive.
Machine.
12.
I can't even roll because nothing's
That is
over me.
also
21.
I got a nat
My
one.
passive.
He also got a
12
nat 1. That nat 1 is lower than my passive, which is a 14.
Okay,
Not 21
so
is lower than my passive at 25.
so Eldon, Bartholomew, and Safrina are the only ones. All you have to do is beat a fucking 10, guys.
I told you, I rolled
here.
I rolled a 5 for the session.
I rolled a 3. It's the best she could do. All right.
Look, Heart's been distracted.
Her head is currently a little bit in the clouds.
So those
Just
that
a little
rolled
bit.
above a 10 feel round. Bartholomew, with your fucking 20, not only do you feel the ground shake, you can see the walls physically shaking, and you can just feel vaguely hear the sound of a metallic roar.
That's the dragon picture. That's the picture.
Yeah, that's when the dragon.
Yeah, we can't get that though.
Mystic, hello!
Just
Sorry,
unlocking that
why
dragon.
did I get the sound in my ear? What's going on with my alert? Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Sorry, I missed that, Mystic. How are you doing? Continue. Sorry, I just looked up and I seen a Mystic in chat. Very was only just now. So yeah, the walls shaking, ground shaking, and a metallic roar you can faintly hear, Bartholomew.
And I'm detecting the magics.
Nah, I haven't noticed anything.
I'm just gonna kind of like tap my toes on tap my toe on the ground. You guys feel that?
You know what?
Huh?
Lucian just looks around my room.
Yeah, no, the ground was is shaking slightly.
I'm just gonna grab Lucian by the ear and like bring him down to my level. Put your hand on the ground and just feel.
He puts his hand on the ground,
Shut your eyes.
shuts his
And
eyes,
focus.
and focuses.
You feel the ground
Like,
slightly shake.
Hmm.
As for detect
Dash
magic,
with it.
you see no magic coming from the walls or the floors.
Right.
You feel what I'm talking about now, Lucian?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on one of the disguises that I had remade. You know, the little cloak and the mask, which is supposed to be from a masquerade, but my disguise kit is shit right now.
I'm gonna look at Lilu and see what she thinks of the noise. Like if she could. Did I roll? I didn't roll for Lilu.
Nope.
No.
I forgot.
Wiley is a creature.
No.
She is a creature. This is true.
Did Eldon use the ability to summon her Drake? Give me a second.
I don't think you did. Wait,
I
did you?
did!
What is the drink with us?
Yeah, so you have a Drake around her Eldon's leg, so between Eldon's legs, so
Madison?
We're all from the break.
so it's a perception.
That
right?
is the wrong one. That is the wrong one.
That is definitely. That's such a good roll as well.
I mean, perception is a +5 too.
We'll take
So
it.
same
If it's
roll.
exactly the same roll, we'll take it.
It's the same roll.
So dirty funny for that.
It's eye rolling for my Drake. That's just a +2 to wisdom.
So Lilu starts growling at the ground because she can also vaguely hear this
17.
metallic.
17 for my Drake.
So she's growling at the ground.
Yes.
I'm just gonna kind of like hear her growl and look at her.
I'm going to look over at Sabrina and go, I'm assuming she can also hear the metallic growling that's happening below us. The metallic roar, sorry.
She's got sensitive ears. What can I say? I'm just gonna kind of telepathically. Can you hear if it's underneath us or above us?
It's underneath. It's very wrong.
Lilu says.
See?
Lilu says it's underneath us. It's very wrong. Necromancy.
Did I ever hear something about that when I was at the Golden City?
Necromancy?
She said necromancy.
Because the Warforged would have existed in your time as a thing. You would have heard things back in the city of people using Warforged technology of dead Warforged bring back the dead or put new life into other beings as a way of corrupting their mind and turning them more into machine than a person, so they would obey a command. Essentially taking away their free will by combining them with Warforged technology.
So after Stefrina said necromancy, Elden just slightly freezes up. I heard about that already. Back in my time.
Back in my day,
You know,
we didn't have all this fancy magic and guns and wizard digital. We had good old-fashioned metal and sentient robots.
150 races, we only had 4. And 2 of them were elves.
Warforged were a thing already, and people used Warforged technology to bring dead people back to life or give things new life to corrupt them.
I'm gonna kind of get up and walk over to Lilu to try and calm her down. So, you're saying that you think everything is connected at the moment? You're thinking there's something that was brought back to life using metal
Yes.
and magic underneath us.
Yes.
And by the absolute feel of Lilu right now, it's not good.
Things that were brought back to life in that way were specifically made to follow orders, be under someone's control.
I'm gonna kind of look down towards Lilu. You think you can guide us to it?
Direction, yes. That's what I know.
If you can at least get us in the general direction of it, maybe we can find something.
So now we're gonna move around the palace, which is infested with guards.
Yes, it seems
Don't
like.
forget, we're being led by a dragon, which our enemies definitely know the look of.
Okay, I wasn't saying we go now. This is more of a general questioning. I'm trying here, okay?
Oh,
I'm sicker than a I'm sicker than a dog.
I'm laughing at the way Bartholomew responded here. Don't forget,
That's
led by a
what-
dragon.
It's the way, Sarah. It was the way, Sarah. It was so funny.
Okay. Well,
If we can, like 4 hours to do that, that would be nice.
Well,
So
I'm not saying we leave now. I'm just if Lilu can direct, you know,
By the way,
point us
by this point, the conversation that you've all been having has been easily going on for like an hour and a half.
I know, we're almost 2 hours into session.
I know.
I also meant in session time as well.
It's okay. It's okay. I've noticed something really funny, and I'll have to tell you after Safrina says what she was going to say.
I'm just asking these general questions because if she can, one of the biggest things we were talking about, finding where that factory is. If Lilu can lead us to it, don't you think that's beneficial? Literally, one of our goals that we are just talking about can be accomplished right there because she can hear it and she can sense it.
I must say, also, fun fact. So, you know a tiny spider? Do you know that tiny spider has a stealth of +4?
Why does a tiny spider... Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to ask that.
Yeah.
It's a spider!
No.
Do you want something much more hilarious? A giant wolf spider has a stealth of +7.
Why? Why?
What the
It's not due to stealth, it's due to intimidation. You see a spider, it's a spider. You see a giant wolf spider, you're going to pretend you didn't fucking see it.
You don't walk away.
Oh yeah, Lumi, I just found out I'm apparently missing spells that I haven't taken since level 1.
Go take spells.
Let's see what we're
I'll
about to
just
take
go
those.
do that.
So,
And you know what I just noticed that I can have active? Invisibility.
Wow! It's almost like I can cast invisibility as well. I actually forgot about that. I have invisibility as a spell. I can make someone invisible.
hey, Lucian, you remember how it feels to get tromped on by a dragon?
Yep.
You want to feel that again?
No.
Okay.
Elden Witches sits on one of the bar stools that there and just silently prays. Just she knows her goddess locked up. She just still prays for like protection and guidance.
Well, whatever is underneath us, it's got Lilu freaked. So, would you say it's more towards evening now?
Definitely getting there, yeah.
They say when nightfall comes.
Can Lilu lead you even in bracelet form?
I feel like the next question's gonna be, DM, can Lilu hear you?
I don't think Lilu is sentient while she's in a bracelet.
She is.
She actually is sentient?
Because the bracelet is Lilu. Because the magic is the collar Lilu wears.
So, I'll just go through this
So
out
when
here.
you say the word conceal, whatever piece of jewelry you say, that's what Lilu turns into.
So I'm just improving here, but if you're wearing Lilu and someone casts invisibility on you, all your gear goes invisible as well.
That is true.
So that would include any jewelry you're wearing, even if they
Wait.
are sentient.
No, I remember! We talked about this! Me and her still have that telepathic bond,
Are you having to
even
think
when
with
she's
me?
in jewelry form! I forgot about that!
So what you're saying is, we can put Lilu in a bracelet form, make Sabrina invisible. Lilu can still lead us to the source, while say someone else that made someone invisible transforms into an animal that wouldn't be out of place in Palace.
Uh-huh.
And I have just one thing to ask with all of that.
How long is that?
No. Argo, what's your range level?
My range level?
Sitting there playing Rune Light on the side.
Yeah. I'm still listening, don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
I know you're still listening. I just felt like calling you out.
It's alright, Caitlin's got Baldur's Gate opened up here, so she does.
Oh.
I'm not even playing it, that's the thing.
She's not playing it, but
You're learning how
It's
to talk
literally
to
in the
animals yet.
background.
I don't have Power World open, so... The fucking
Anyway.
laugh!
Anyway, Lucian now has the invisibility spell.
So yeah, me and Lucian both have invisibility. That's impressive.
That's fair.
Okay, so...
Lumi, if you really want to know what I'm currently doing, is I had to just order stuff from my mum because I was meant to call her earlier when I got back and I completely forgot about it because of the phone. So not only have I been ordered.
Broke up.
Cut out.
She cut out.
Yeah, that's her internet. It's the same with mine. It's everyone else cutting out for me though.
Oh no.
No. Like I know for a fact, like they're both paying attention. Just I completely realized when I was scrolling D&D chat, it's just like
Yeah,
put
there we
on
go.
Rune Light.
Yeah, so I figured, you know what? I'm gonna have a look and see if I can find, some stuff for myself that, maybe we need for the house. And then all of a sudden I ended up on Marks and Spencer's and I'm looking at knickers, so...
What we need for the house, a pair of knickers. Cool. Yeah.
Guys.
But I really
just
like
D&D.
you should look at
Wait.
spells. At least I did.
Do you know when the like all the people from the fantasy world like sit down around the table and they start like playing D&D in their life, but it's actually houses and houses and homes.
And they're playing like IT specialist. Yeah, they're playing like.
It's
Our
like
World.
roll for ADHD. Oh yeah, I need knickers and stuff for the house. Yeah.
I've got different colored like metal straws added to my wish list as well.
Lumi, you need to make an ADHD
Crippling
thing.
anxiety.
I mean, to be fair,
Okay.
Trevor, thanks to the conversations of the shop last night, I may have some Beyblades in my Amazon basket right now.
I actually have Beyblades behind me.
So,
It's been a long time since I've had Beyblades.
back on the D&D line.
Yeah, yep.
Yes.
Back on the D&D line.
Yes.
Because we don't want to get into Beyblades. I spent way too much money on Beyblades growing up. So anyways, yes, tap, 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 tap. I will turn my camera on just to tap, tap, tap with you.
Yes, come again. Yes, I have good words.
Yes. You know what? Ignore that I look like shit today. You see,
I mean, it's not like the stream ever sees your cameras anymore anyway.
there's a ceiling.
Hey, I really like your ceiling.
My ceiling.
Who does your ceiling?
Yes, very good. Okay, so back on the D&D roll. When night falls, I will say the word to bring Lilu in, and I'll put her as a necklace. And that way it's closer to my heart.
Aw.
Heart will turn me invisible with Lilu, and it turns all my stuff invisible, and you will follow me as
apparently the most stealthy spider I can be, which is a giant wolf spider.
No.
Here's the thing, though.
Trev.
How big is the giant wolf spider?
Oh, you want that? Okay. Let me go into the.
In D&D terms, how big is the giant wolf
All I'm
spider?
gonna say is, if its size is not giant, I'm disappointed.
I'm pretty sure it's medium, but we're about to find out.
I am disappointed.
I would
Giant
be
wolf
disappointed.
spider. Where the fuck's its size on a stat sheet?
They'll say at the
Medium
very top.
beast.
It's a medium.
Wow.
So in other words, a giant wolf spider is the same size as you.
And apparently it's more stealthy than a tiny spider.
That makes no
Okay.
sense.
How does that
Especially
make
because you could always just climb in one of our pockets while we're invisible or something.
So,
Oh my god, I didn't think of that!
Yeah.
D&D logic.
I would also say this, as a tiny spider, which makes no sense, it's got worse stealth than a giant wolf spider, I would give you advantage on stealth checks.
Yeah.
As a, But what if I went into a pocket of someone that was invisible?
Actually, here's a question. If
Would
he
he
is
then be-
small and goes in my pocket, and I use unseen satellite, will that make him invisible?
No, technically it'd be a point in your armor, yeah.
Oh my god!
There we go! We can get out most of the party!
So, tiny spider, and then we
So
go
at that
into
point, we
Killen's
go from
pocket.
Shay away to ha away, ha away, ha away.
No.
So we can have I can go invisible. Sabrina can be invisible. Bartholomew is a rogue, he can absolutely sneak around. Or does he need invisibility?
You can be invisible.
I think this is how we should do it. For the very first part, we need to definitely stake it out, find where it's at, let Lilu lead us to it, see what we're dealing with, and then regroup. So, I feel like we should have a smaller group go for the first part.
Now we
And
also
then
have to
come
take
back
in
and
mind
regroup.
invisibility lasts an hour.
Yeah, but
Okay.
is there casting time of one action
Why-
for 2 seconds?
Yeah, wild shape lasts
Forever?
3 hours.
Oh, free. Nice.
3 hours.
Okay.
So that gives us
Bunch of time.
Gives us plenty of time to work.
I
with.
mean, my unseen satellite doesn't have a timer on it.
Yeah,
It's
the
just
problem
whenever
is,
it goes light.
if I run out of time, I'm burst out of your armor.
Yeah.
That would not be good. So that means Shay, Bart, and
Sabrina should go. Because she has to.
Well, yeah, Sabrina's is showing us the way.
Why
yeah.
Shay, Bart, and Sabrina, and not Shay? Yo, why am I going? I can't turn invisible.
But you're a rogue.
So it
Finding
should.
rogues, not hiding.
It should be me, Shay, and Hart that goes on the first run.
Okay.
Because Hart can wild shape. And he can skitter across the walls in the dark. And I'm sorry, but you try focusing on a little tiny spider in the dark on a dark stone wall. You try
It's not a
focusing
cooking
on
challenge.
No, it's not.
You're actually talking from experience here, guys.
Because I'm talking from experience.
Imagine trying to focus on a giant wolf spider on a wall in the dark.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. But if you are a giant wolf spider the size of a fucking person sitting on the wall and you roll a fucking stealth check and somebody just walks by you because they just don't see you and it's just like...
Look, if someone like walked by you, we're having a repeat of episode 1.
Yes.
But don't forget,
That
I can be
goblin
on
is dead now.
So... I will have Lilu turn into a necklace. Hart will then turn me invisible. He will wild shape
I'm just
into
looking for my invisible light. There we go.
He will then turn into a little spider and skitter across the wall, and Shay with her unseen satellite being an extra hand in case we need somebody to run back and get the rest of the group.
No,
Can
I have
be
a
that.
plan for that. So before I wild shape, I'm going to set the orb down to Lucian.
Smart.
Shit!
You can keep an eye on us because you know our names.
Would it not be more useful that Bartholomew has it because of his perception?
Well, I mean, all you just have to do is be watching it. I mean, any of you can have it.
I mean,
It would just be in
yeah.
the table.
Technically, Bart doesn't need to leave. Bart can just look through one of you guys.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He doesn't even need that. Yeah.
So what can happen is, so you can leave the orb, right? One person has the orb, can watch it.
Yeah.
Bartholomew uses one of us to use our eyes. So if either one spots something that we don't, then they can let us know.
I don't know, but
the thing is,
you don't still have the device.
The earpiece.
We still have the earpiece.
We do still have.
Also, fun fact: if Bartholomew looks through my eyes, he's going to have 8 of them.
Yeah, we never gave those earpieces back. Those are ours now.
That reminds me.
I wasn't going to mention it until we were in, doing the thing, and I was like,
Bartholomew, if you look through my eyes and your perception's super good with 2, what's it going to be like with 8?
Oh god.
Oh,
Overload sensory.
That would be a sensory overload.
That is going to be like the next thing that he's going to put in that fucking pocket watch. Going, remember before when I said your perception? Well, look at it now.
No. Elden will. Elden knows.
Okay,
Elden will
so-
never.
No thanks. No thanks.
Alright, so when nightfall hits, best plan is a go.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay, so I'll set the orb down and be like, I expect this back.
Of course.
I am going to...
I kind of go look at Isbit and go, make sure he gives me that back.
I am going to say the word conceal, and I'm going to bring her... It's gonna be like a small little emerald necklace.
Lumi,
Yes.
did she ever answer my question?
Oh. Yeah, that question. I mean, before I even respond with what she responds, did you not catch what she said earlier?
I know she mentioned one, but I'm not asking which ones she knows exist. I'm asking which one she worships herself.
Which one she worships?
Yeah.
She'll just kind of look at you and say, as far as the world knows, the Moon Maiden. Who I actually worship. And then she kind of sits there and looks towards the sky. I worship multiple gods. I worship the moon, as she is as the goddess that represents the land we live on. But a god that has done the royal family justice in the past and came to us in our time of need have to be the god of truth.
And you see Eldon just looks up from her prayer.
Ooh, I heard that.
To be fair, I did notice she said it earlier. I was kind of like, would Harp mention it? Probably not.
The biggest thing to note for all of you, you'd probably get it with your passive perceptions. She's now mentioned Bartholomew and the god of truth here. You notice both Ismay and this other person that you still don't know the name of have been battered an eyelid of shock.
They know about them too.
Now, what if can I shock them with going, "Hi, I'm the reincarnation of the Moon Maiden. Hello."
That'd probably shock them.
I'm just gonna say.
Or be like, sorry, Shay, she doesn't worship you anymore.
She does.
I'm just gonna kind of sit forward.
So we've used like 2 hours a session to figure out what we're doing.
At least we figure out what we're doing.
Yes.
There's a wild potato in the background, Lumi.
Don't worry about
You didn't tell us. You didn't tell us you were cooking crisps.
You see, it's just a roaming potato.
Can you ask the potato to pour me a bowl of cereal?
I'm to ask you.
Because that's what he's down for, is to pour a bowl of cereal.
Can he also make me a cup of coffee?
Right.
Oh yeah, and I need a monster.
Can you make me a cup of coffee?
Bartholomew.
No, you're not having You're not having the monster that's in the fridge. That's mine.
I need some chamomile tea so I can actually sleep tonight.
I unfortunately don't have any, but I will happily buy some just for you.
Oh my god, I fucking love you.
I have taken your monster before, and I can do it again as long as I replace it.
Yeah, that's true.
Amongst all this, by the way, Ismay will approach you, Hart, and go, when you get some time, it'd be nice to maybe talk and catch up about world threats going on.
That would be nice. Almost like old times.
And
Yeah,
when, you say, when you say that, you see just like tightly grip the herbs you handed over for the invisible.
Yeah, Bart is going to walk past the two of them and turn around to Hart and be like, "Have you opened that letter yet from her?" And just walk off.
He just kind of looks at you with his pouty face. You haven't opened my letter?
Way to put fuel on the fire. I'm just gonna kind of like sneer side eye towards that and snicker. Just somebody's in my dog house, or should I say fox house?
It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It was it hit him in the feels just seeing it.
Since Argo seems to have gone a bit limp here, I'm just going to start poking him. Why is he not reacting? Argo, why are you not reacting? I like it first.
Don't plug it too much there, Bartholomew.
I'll be honest. If I ever were to receive a letter from my mother, I'd probably have a similar reaction, just not able to.
Wait, when
open
I say
it.
pouty face, it's like that typical, like, you know, like maybe like
Oh, I
little
know, I'm aware.
schoolgirl, like,
I'm
like pouty face.
Wait,
I guess that explains why you never wrote any letters to me as in the entire time I was away.
Someone's in
it seemed like
trouble.
more heartbreak that I never wanted to live.
If you honestly think that letter was heartbreak, clearly you didn't know our friendship well enough. That is the exact type of poutiness.
You're welcome. Bet, I got you. Hold my beer.
And with that, she kind of just does that look like, and then kind of walks away.
Someone's in trouble.
Heart, you fucked up.
I'm just gonna kind of be that asshole and like look towards Esme. So men are overrated. She kind of kicks her feet up on the table.
You have feet.
Yes, I don't have my tail out right now.
Okay.
I stated that. I said I switched into my legs and crossed one over the other, put my hands on my knee, and looked at the asshole who decided to call us morons.
Don't worry, kitten. I heard you.
I did as well.
I
Yeah,
heard.
same.
She kind of, by the way, so Ismay kind of walks into like one, so there's a door behind where the queen that was. She opens it. See, there's some beds in the room and stuff. You kind of see her walk into the room, door shuts. The dude just kind of looks at you like the bloke that's there and kind of goes, a lot to her. Talks about almost every day.
Ooh.
Sabrina's just gonna
Yeah,
kind of
you
like.
fucked up.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Sabrina's just gonna kind of look at the other guard. So, what's your story? You got a name? Instead of me just calling you asshole? Because I'll keep going on that one.
Hey, I've got to change his name because I did have. But then I choose the second name and I realize what the first name and the second name make together. It's like, I can't go with that.
I win!
What's wrong? What
That's
were the
twice.
names?
Is the original name that I had in my head that you were all going to ask before I had to come up with a fucking family name was just going to be David. But then the family name I've picked is Williams. So I was like, yeah, it's going to look real great. A guy called David Williams.
He's now been put on the spot twice tonight.
No, it's fine. Because I have my list up. The name's Jason.
Anyways, Heart. Lucian's
Okay.
just gonna like pat you in the back, like good luck with that one.
Alright, Jason,
Derulo.
what's your story?
That's exact.
You said
don't
you were
really know
hand chosen
what
by
you
the queen. How long have you been here? How long have you been her guard, you know? Give me something to work on besides just calling you asshole.
My family is royal guard for generations. I was born on this island, raised on this island, trained on this island. My entire being is to become a royal guard, and eventually I was chosen. Of 10.
I don't ever
click-
told you you're an incredibly
click.
boring person.
A click is gonna happen because Sephrina's been training since she was a little fucking kid too. Huh. She's just gonna kinda kick her feet up off the table and sit up.
At which point the queen's gonna speak up, by the way. Jason's first choice, however, is to be an event. Much as he finds honor in protecting me, he's always found the one intrigue him. Whenever we have to go anywhere in royal business, it's when you. Jason's kind of sits there and goes, "No, Mom, it's always an honor to protect you. I would never say anything otherwise." Like
Mission just sort of
trying to
perched
respect
up.
his role type thing.
Hey,
Mission just
it's
sort of
not
perched up like a
right.
tree stump.
It's not right to lie. Come on now. It's okay
You
to
should-
get excited to go on an adventure.
Lucian just walks over to him like, so, how much have you seen other than the battle, other than Chris and Dial? And like starts to like try to get him into like an adventure type mood. Tell stories.
Moods.
The only other places I have been is Tarragon and Genoa.
Wow!
You've
Shit!
been to my own.
Oh, you've been-
I
Realize-
stack of Digimon cards.
Jason.
What part of Tarragon did you go to?
Tarragon.
I'm a.
the main city.
Like, when he's talking
Listen.
to Tarragon and Genova, he's talking about the cities. Yes, Bartholomew.
Yes, you see that woman over there, Eldon? She has a magical watch that allows her to put a memory in it, and then you can watch it, which means if you want to watch something or an adventure we've been on, we can literally show you.
You see for a brief his eyes light. And
Also the sacred grounds.
he then has to kind of like center himself like, I am a god. Like it's like he like it's almost like the best way to describe it, like real life perspective, is a child wanting to burst from excitement, but then they have to re-earth themselves.
Hey Lumi,
I drowned a
that?
dragon while it was flying.
Hey Lumi, remember that flute of remembrance I've got?
The fight on the sacred grounds.
Real quick, just because I've just seen the DM. While we're talking about this, once again, I request no. Please go and look at the first letter.
Where am I?
So someone finally decided to man up. Totally not like you got called out by like everyone.
So
Have you opened it?
Yes.
Alright, continue, all you.
Okay. So while I'm just standing there next to the god, I'm just gonna pull out the flute of remembrance, just slowly start playing a little song.
Was it? No,
And
was
the
it not a pipe?
battle- Oh, it was
What's
a
a
pipe,
pipe?
right? It was a pipe, yeah. So I'm just gonna take out the pipe, like blow a little bit, and like your smoke's gonna come out, and it's gonna show the training battle we had against the team in Genova in the arena.
Once again, you kind of almost fully lets go and stuff. It's like, nope, I am a god. I'm in the presence of the queen.
show him the fight with the water dragon.
Oh, that's a good point. And he shows the fight with the water dragon.
Oh, by the way, when when fight with the water dragon, you see that Eldon's prey just her head just tenses.
When the water dragon comes up, stuff, you see him properly. What else have you guys done? All the story's true.
Show him the sacred grounds. The intruders on the sacred grounds.
Sacred ground and true to fight.
And with every boat, like, he's finding it harder and harder to, like, center himself, and he becomes more childlike giddiness.
And now I'm gonna
here's
show
one.
him. I'm gonna show him where Safrina got the access to the grounds from the dragon in the grounds.
I still have that.
That's how
I
you all
still has
remind each other of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to poke Lucian and be like, do you want to show him the scene of when Granny was fighting Malik during the start of our adventure? The meteors falling to the ground?
The night you guys first met me and Lilo.
Ooh, that's a good point too. Yeah.
They said me do the words.
The night we first met Lailu and Safrina, where we went into the woods, is up next.
I kind of like gently like pet the emerald, knowing Lilu's still in necklace form, because she was so tiny back then. She was so small.
Wayne kind of speaks up, looking at all this. Group that's been together such a short amount of time certainly have. I believe there will truly be a day where the soul in Lunaria wouldn't know.
Well, I take it from this standpoint. I've already been told that our names are all throughout. Because I nearly spilled my Rockstar all over.
I don't know, I knocked over a pile of Digimon cards after pretending to be that DM, and I was like, sitting, picking them up.
At least that is not a liquid all over your keyboard.
I did spill, one time here, I was playing Digimon and I had a cup of tea and I spat it all over my cards.
I remember that.
Not good. Not good.
But, yeah, our names are all over. We've done a lot, and...
Yeah.
To really quick put a pause on that, how's the letter reader going?
Already done. Busy writing one that I'm going to leave before we sneak out.
Well, for the sake of books and that, I'm gonna everyone that app site. Anyone that needs it for any book thing.
I love that you put it right up straight away again. Now I have two, one overlapping the other.
You need to copy this for your book. Do you want to copy it for your book?
Here for my book.
Oh, you gotta copy it for your book?
I open up Baldur's Gate for 1 second. You bring up the letter, and then he's on top of me going, are you going to copy this for your book? You need this for your book?
You can hear me.
Yeah, I know!
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin!
I swear to fuck.
There it is, in case you need it for your book. In your DMs.
I love how me and you had exactly the same reaction.
Also, just to point out real fast, Your Majesty, you said at some point when Bahamut completes his plan, there's the royal family will pretty much be no more, right?
It will no longer.
I'm gonna look. Jason, you still have an opportunity. I saw how giddy you were getting watching all those.
Jason
I
kind
can
of
tell.
looks up and is like, over to you. That opportunity will only present itself though Malik is taken down.
At this point, Lucian's going to put up his first adventure, which was leaving home, where he met Small Big Beard going to the harbor.
Farina's gonna stand up and kind of brush off some dust off her cloak. You and me are one and the same. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I too have been training for a young age for a purpose. I'm gonna be one of the best Dragon Knights in Terragon. I've got people to make proud. I'm sure you feel the same way. You don't want to let people down. You want to always do your best. Am I kind of hitting the nail right now?
It's more... Forgive me, Your Majesty, for talking with disrespect in your presence. But... I feel... I am meant for more. And I want to travel to find that purpose. Find what it is that's calling me. Don't know what that is. again, forgive me for the disrespect, but it's not to stay in one place.
I had the same feeling when I left. When I left, it was just me and Lilo. The big golden dragon that you saw earlier. We left, not knowing where to go. Just kind of took a direction and ran. Then I ran into this group. She kind of flares her arms towards everybody behind her. You might feel incomplete, but as I've stated before, Malik will go down. Everybody in this group is going to do their damnedest to make sure that happens. So when that does happen, I want you to make me a promise. You go out, you go find yourself, you go find that adventure that you want. And one day, I want to run into you, and I want to hear the stories of your adventures.
Puts his fist out towards you. Let's make a promise.
She gets her big snaky smile and fist bumps him.
When you fist bump him and stuff, you just see his face turn from serious to a grin. So it shall be.
While this happens, it's gonna sneak up next to the queen and be like, "So what are you gonna do after it's all over?"
I was personally thinking of taking a trip. See a land. Always longed. Land which comes. Go and see how it's ruled. How it functions and is different from ours, to see what can be learned.
An adventuring queen?
You're never too old to start an adventure.
Are you calling her old?
You call it an adventure, but everything in life is an adventure. I personally just call it finding new ways to push Lunaria forward.
I mean, also you can look at it as writing another chapter in your storybook. Did you say with all the banter we're getting closer and closer to...
Definitely.
How many hours?
At most, you're maybe about an hour away from evening.
4 hours?
About an hour away.
Yes, how much have we spent?
How much have you spent at this point? 4 hours.
Cool, I have my long rest.
There you go. I had a feeling that's what you were fishing for.
Also, while we're in this, that letter on a scale of 1 to 10, how was the emotional damage?
It wasn't too bad. I've honestly had worse. It was pretty bad, but it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't.
I honestly I expected it to be much worse.
It wasn't meant to be bad. It wasn't meant to be that bad.
I know. I was expecting it to be much worse. Don't worry, I'm just writing one back right now about it's taking forever.
So
Bar following you would have 100% noticed, by the way, that you took a step back, read this letter, and now writing in letter. Because it's Bartholomew.
He sees everything.
What are you talking about? He's probably looking through my eyes right now to see what I'm writing.
Fucking asshole!
What do you mean?
I want you all just to think of that image now, that anytime you sit there and say my character goes for a shower or a bathroom break, there's always the chance that Bartholomew is spying on you.
Especially when he had the bird.
You want to go even worse? You could literally be experiencing your love life through your eyes.
Oh God!
Oh God! Oh no!
But hang on, does that not mean the God of Truth is also experiencing that love life through your eyes?
Is that why Shay always feels like she's being watched when she's having a bath? Jeez.
Or keep your eyes to yourself. Literally. This isn't just figuratively anymore. I gotta go shut fire alarm off real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh no, Sniffler's been playing with her fire alarm again.
Alden is praying, but she's just saying right now, and she just thinks. In the beginning, yes, but the moment with Shadow the Water Dragon fight, she just thinks back what she did after that fight. She's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, where you swipe right.
Yes.
No. Well, no. After the water dragon fight, it was when you buried all the bodies.
Alden swiped right there as well. That was the moment where she swiped right.
Yeah.
It was where Alden swiped right on Malik.
Yeah, and Alden's whole mood just changed.
Alright.
I'm also going to say. I'm also going to say at roughly this point. Follow me.
Yes.
The room stops. Everything kind of freezes. And suddenly just appearing in the room, sitting at the table, is a familiar figure to you. God of Truth. My chosen, I have a task for you. Here in these walls lies a weapon that should go to its rightful place. My champion. Weapon that was forged to any situation. I believe it to be the hands of a man named
You're in luck. That man's on our shit list.
I am aware something that does belong to you. Help you identify it. Looking at this. It shows you a symbol. Handle. Guard section.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like an owl mask.
Okay.
This is the key identifying factor of a rapier. I'm sure you'll be a corpse or body, whatever you decide to do. But
how exactly does the sword work? Does it only reveal the truth on those it cuts?
Veritas is its weapon that was by Once being what?
Bartholomew's inner voice. She must have been into some kinky shit.
Always.
Oh shit, he can read my thoughts.
He's the god of truth, obviously he can.
First of all, this weapon very magical. Hurts a lot more than it looks. Second, have some magic in it for spells to help deceive to white. The biggest thing able to out of any punish them. I wish it to be yours. Love to have given it. Still.
How does one steal from the god of truth? Yeah, but you're a god of truth. Is it not your job to know?
I want to know. One thing. Power of it. It's not every god. There's a god of truth. Surely the god or god. There's a god of the moon. Surely there must be sun.
There will always be a light to a dark. For dark cannot live without light, and light cannot live without dark.
Yeah, this is a conversation, but like literally, you're all frozen in time, by the way. She's between truth and Bartholomew.
Yep. You've already discussed that there are other gods. Some that should never be released.
But inside the Pantheon, some gods go where I seek truths and another god may seek lies. May go to the night of just petty feet. City that is sacred. As long as there is God. Depending on what that God's power is, depends on how it can interact. This is where secrets are kept from me. Certain gods, their purpose is to hide them or deceive, end it. Therefore, they are. This is one many ways to steal.
About the limits of your knowledge. If by chance we were to go downstairs and encounter some sort of, from what the others have been saying, zombie warforged dragon, is there a way to turn it off?
Shane? This is one of them. I can tell you licks his fingers and shows you in. I know what it looks like. Nothing hiding that from me. It's a rather simple thing. Bob, your friend, and he points towards Hap. I'll protect you from. Stopping them to raw. It's the first. That knowledge will soon be.
Great.
It's contained. So much. It's been various sources. Orb of consent. Decide to read magical as they have put. See. Stop. Very careful. Now, don't get me wrong. You and your group take one down. Probably without breaking a sweat. To make it. But like you name the soul Pierre as rightfully yours. Wherever you wish to take it from. It's Isaac. Steal it, burn him alive, whatever you wish.
While he's talking, can I interact with the world?
You can try.
I want to try and put a Heart's pen upside down in his hand.
Now, that's my piece. Toodaloo. That suddenly just everything resumes, and you have an upside down. Wait for him to stop munching.
Oh, I've been muted.
And suddenly, Hart, there's an upside down pen in your.
Yeah. Goes to write the next line and just realizes the pen's upside down and it's like. Really confused on what happened, but still continues. When I finish, I'm obviously sealing it immediately. I have something to ask our dear Eldon.
Yes.
That stopwatch.
Yes.
Does it throw out your feelings to the person watching? Of the moment?
It's your memory, so your emotions are connected to it. Yeah.
Can I borrow it?
Sure. And she hands.
Before you do, can I borrow it first?
Oh no.
What you want? Okay, and she hands it to Bartholomew.
The pocket watch is back.
Oh, nice. I'm going to put in just bits and pieces of what literally just happened because you said it. He showed me what the creature looked like.
Yep.
And what the hilt looked like. Which that looks cool as fuck, by the way.
Yeah, I say it looks like.
Yep. So I hand that to back to Eldon, and I'm like, Isaac should have that sword on him, and the God of Truth wants me to have it. Also, the creature we heard beneath us, both me and Lila. I now know what it looks like. It's in
So, should the group, before we go, just look at the summary? Or just I?
Group would probably be preferable.
Group huddle! It's basically what we need to do!
Ha ha! How do we get out of the memories again before we go in?
I'm there, I can help!
I know, but how?
You concentrate on leaving.
Gotcha.
Alright, I guess we're gonna football huddle right in the fucking middle and watch this memory.
Yeah. Huddle up, people.
What's the Queen doing while they're doing this? She in on this?
Queen's just watching them.
Yeah, and then I would go in with the group into Mary, and in the Mary itself, concentrate on leaving if you want to go.
So as you all go into this memory, like you're all sitting there holding it around. Pocket watch opens. You feel the memory enter you all. The Queen just watches all of your bodies go limp.
Flop.
Everybody do
want to
the
put the memory in there, so I'm not in there with them because I get point. So I'm just like, don't worry, just this is normal.
Don't worry, that's common.
So you all pretty much see what essentially been like the last 5-10 minutes for Bartholomew, but for you, for all you was like a split millisecond. And Hart, you also see the part where Bartholomew swapped your pen round.
Bastard! He's really messing with me today. Anyway, so we all see that.
Yep.
Okay.
So you essentially see
Yeah,
the
when it
entire conversation.
When it starts repeating, boom, out again.
Yep.
Yeah. After that, Eldon hands Hearts the pocket watch.
That's the pocket watch.
Good to know. Word of rumor. While they discuss what they're doing.
I feel like I'm about to get a DM.
Oh, you're about to get multiple DMs.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Like I'm happy. I'm just happy I'm getting as a DM and not just saying like. So when I next see you, I'm just gonna hand you this bit of paper.
So when you next see me, I'm just. It would really help if I didn't have a glass in front of my fucking tax bar when I'm sending DMs.
Anyway, while everyone is just like sending Lumi DMs, Lucian's just gonna sit down in front of Eldon.
Slightly looks confused and then just sits next to you.
Lucian's just gonna turn around, turn his face like, "Are you okay?" After seeing like you turn sour after the whole water drag thing.
The water drink fight gives a little bit of a sour memory for me.
I think it's a bit of a sour memory for everyone, since that's when he first made his appearance.
Remember what I did?
It was inevitably going to happen anyway.
Little while later, a few weeks later, and then a god yelled at me.
Hey! At least we knew about the towers early. Imagine he had revealed it later. Maybe the towers would have been all completely built at that point.
Fair. Still, the memory is sour. Not alone what I did, but that a god had to yell at me.
He was sort of yelling at all of us at that point.
Focused on me because I made a mistake. But yeah, it's another memory that will plague me for a while.
Sabrina's just kind of sitting there listening. She's going to be kind of lost in thought, looking up at the ceiling, and one single tear will come down her cheek.
To be fair, it's not the only memory that's cinched into my brain, so it is a welcome addition to the already problematic memories.
We all have a fair share of bad times.
Do.
Heck, we both run into the whole annihilation of
Right.
both our villages got attacked.
Lemmy, you've got all of it, I hope.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
At least
Just
you
tell me
knew
that
it
I can
was your
actually
home.
axe down my notepad without saving this, because...
At least you knew it was your home before it was destroyed. At least you knew the city, the town well enough.
Lumi is very much reading. This is impressively interesting.
Also, while listening to their conversation, to know if I need to do anything.
Gotcha.
Again, I learned that it was my home after it was destroyed. After we dealt with it. Before we dealt with a dragon.
Yes.
So for me alone, I know it's my home, I know I have a place there, but it feels distant.
Hey, if you truly want a home, there's always my family's old farm. You could come there with us for a bit. And then
I was going to say there's always no Sorry,
you could settle
emotional.
our own little farm with some land.
That would be nice. But in the end, I follow
I like
God's.
how ibuprofen looks like fucking Skittles.
And we all.
But again, I follow a God, so and if God says he needs me, I will follow him till the end of time.
Well, you may follow the god. I follow you. Where you go, I will follow.
Okay, I've got it all.
So, for the purpose of the others, Hart sets down the letter with a watch. With a memory in it.
To ask the Queen, as well as Jason, to give it.
Aww.
If you're done writing a love letter back, I assume, as Sabrina kind of sits up and wipes the tears out of her eyes, hoping nobody noticed, except Bart. She can't hide anything from that fucker.
Nobody
This
got
is all. I'm sure he'll probably ask about it later if he was really concerned or curious. He'll ask about it later.
That's a point. Real quick question, actually. Follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Can you whereabouts were you standing in comparison to him?
probably right next to him. Like, if you imagine I'm facing Veritas, where his heart is facing the opposite direction.
Or like right next to him, like facing, like from the way you were standing, would you have been able to see the letter?
I need to write another
I
message.
don't really care, to be honest.
No, but have you been able to see the letter?
Probably, because I had to turn his pen. I would have had to look.
Oh, we would have been able to read the letter.
Even if he isn't paying attention, it's on you. Ah!
It's things. If Bart really cared to know, he'll ask about it later.
Yeah, that's fair.
If Bart really cared to know, you just ask for the pocket watch, re-put the memory in, and go in like, oh, okay.
Oh, I would have seen that.
Hell, I don't think anyone was actually focused on the fact that he turned the pen upside down.
Yeah.
With the letter behind it.
I did.
That's the soul on in that entire group.
It's just one of those things. When you have someone on your group who you can't hide a damn thing from. You can't even hide the sneaky squeaker fart. Because he'll pick that up in a heartbeat.
Think how our DM feels. Can't hide a fucking thing. It's almost like when we played that one shot and he tried to hide mimics from us.
That's one way to mess with Lumi. Jesus Christ, Trevor.
By the way, respond to your question, Lucian, about the Veritas radio.
Like, I was thinking of the sword, not the God of Truth himself.
No, so Veritas is the name of the rapier. That's the name the rapier had when I found it on TikTok.
Fair. I just found it kind of a funny coincidence.
Sabrina's going to...
Anyway, so yes, you were saying something to me.
Sabrina's going to stand up and kind of brush shit off, put her hood up on her cloak, and kind of like adjust herself. Are we going then?
As Hart turns, he kind of like plucks a couple of strings and you notice yourself going invisible.
And while everyone else is doing that, Lucian's just sort of holding Elton like close to him.
As soon as I go fully invisible, I'm going to sneak over to Argo and flick him in the ear.
Hey,
I guess he is unaffected by the flick of the ear.
I think
sure, he's busy. What is it? Rune Knight training attack Palador?
yeah, he's just busy with Rune Knight.
Potato!
Yes.
You got flicked in the...
You feel a flick on your ear, but you don't see anything.
Goddamn mosquitoes. Where are they?
I'm gonna flick him again.
Ow!
I guess I kind of walk over to Shay and go, well, were you doing this?
I'm just gonna...
Oh, hell yeah!
I'm just gonna start
laughing
and pat Potato on the head. So he just feels it.
While
just feels
everyone
a
else is just getting ready to leave, Lucian's just gonna, like, really just give Eldon a smooch in the cheek.
Alan just looks confused for a moment, and you see red.
So, this is gonna be interesting. Because nobody can technically see Sabrina.
I kind of have an idea of where you are because it's my magic making you invisible.
I'm just gonna every now and then, like... How difficult would it be for me to see Shay with her satellite?
Pretty fucking difficult. Just because you're invisible doesn't mean you see other invisible things.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold Shay's hand. I'm just gonna run up and grab your hand, Shay.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Hi.
Not to mention the fact that there's a spider on her right now.
Okay.
Well, just be careful of Sniffler, okay, Heart?
Okay, I mean, if he eats me or knocks me to 0 HP, just saying, I'm going to de-wild shape because that's what happens.
And the invisibility drops.
Okay. So, we're gonna move slowly through the corridor.
By the way,
And
don't
what-
go up and go Hearts of Love.
Yeah, that's my full name. I mean, it's not wrong.
I remember that.
You remember.
So what does he see? A wee spider in complete darkness?
I'm basically gonna, in a low whisper, I'm gonna try and keep you guys as close to me as possible, because I know you can't see me. But I am mainly gonna be listening to directions Lilu tells me as we're moving through the corridor.
Okay.
I'm going to start looking through Shay's eyes. Actually, no, I'm going to start looking through Safrina's eyes.
What does the orb show? I'm kind of curious.
Have they said you on? Oh, they have said you.
They said my name.
They did.
I said Hearts of Love, yeah.
It just shows a corridor.
Cool.
I thought you were
That's
gonna
what
say
we wanted to say.
I thought you were gonna say it. You know, you see a very tiny spider butt.
No, what I was expecting him to say is, all you can see is, like, it's almost what looks like a bag, and just out of the top of it, you see a wee gem.
Alright. So I am then going to, as a blind dog would lead somebody who cannot see, I'm going to listen to Lilu for the directions and lead Shay behind me.
Anyways, we're just gonna keep watching the orb.
From the perspective of the orb, imagine just the corridors moving, but there's nothing in the. Essentially, it's like essentially you're like a security guard watching with no one in the building, though.
CCTV.
Yep.
And the CCTV camera is moving along the roof.
Literally.
Okay, so you follow Lilu. Lilu just keeps saying, further down. Lilu can just give you a general. Lilu can just give you a general direction of where the feeling's coming from. She can't tell you where the entrances or the exits are.
But if she can guide us to where the feeling is coming from, if it's concentrated enough, then we're close.
We're basically playing like hot and cold right now.
Yes.
Well,
yes, no,
You look warm. You look warm.
We'll
You're
put this
hot. You're cold. You're freezing. Where are you going?
We'll put this in the bluntest way possible. You managed to make your way all the way down to the basement of storage. Keep in mind, the Queen's room is on the 2nd floor. By the way, we're going second, first, ground, basement, just so everyone's aware.
Okay.
You've made your way to the basement. And every floor going down, you're getting warmer and warmer and warmer, but you're still not boiling hot. It's down. But there's no other ways to go down.
Secret passage.
Somebody get Bartholomew on the fucking horn and see what he can see.
I'm looking through Safrina's eyes.
I know, but Shay has a little earpiece that can contact you.
Yeah, that's true.
So while we're in the basement, I am just going to carefully. Excuse me. Oof. Glad I muted my mic. I'm going to start searching against the walls for a lever, a button, something.
Give sticky.
Yes.
Can I look for
Can I
cracks in the
also
wall?
look through her eyes?
Certainly can.
If I'm-
Give-
13.
But
Well-
is this where we would just have you add your modifier onto Safrina's roll? Isn't it one of those types of
He
situations?
can't really help her though. He's seeing through her
Yeah,
eyes,
I was
but
saying,
he can only talk
it's
to the
not,
chef.
it's not a
Fair.
situation where he can help. Yeah.
Fair.
It's not like he's doing the task with her, which then would add the modifier in the situation.
No, that's true. They're
It-
doing separate roles.
This is why I say it's still like this is why I say in that homebrew rule, it's still up to the DM's discretion of how they want to do it. Because depending on the situation, you may want rule separates like this, or if I wanted to, since Bartholomew's like, hey, since I'm looking for our eyes, can I do something? I could be like, Safrina gets advantage because Bartholomew's looking for eyes, so he could tell you. Like, I could do something. I can't have him add his modifier at this point in time. I can have Shay add a modifier if he was helping. Same with Hart, because they're both there in the moment.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, if all else failed, you could add my modifier on it, depending on what it is. So if you're doing investigation, that's a +9.
I would love to add anything on it, but everything is just like freezing on my screens. I can still hear you guys, but
So 13.
Do we need
I have no D&D Beyond at the minute. It's just a white screen.
Lovely.
We need to
Yeah, Lumi, if you don't mind, could I just assist Safrina on investigating?
I'm going to assist, but I want to be looking for cracks as well, because I'm a tiny spider.
So we'll add both your modifiers on. I'm going to give leeway because you are both having internet issues. Normally we say obviously before the roll. but
Yeah,
there is. I know there's internet issues and stuff going on, which makes it hard to hear and stuff. So don't worry about that. So you said you got a +9. What's your plus, Heart? Or do you want me to look it up?
Investigation, is it?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to look for him.
There we go.
Plus-
Plus 4. Yeah, it just came up there. Damn it!
So that's a +13, 26 in total.
26. So with a 26, looking for like cracks in the wall and stuff with Heart, and just kind of overall trying to see anything. Managed to find one brick that is a little looser than the rest down here.
I'ma poke it.
For shit, and it doesn't go any further in.
Okay. Can I
Wait.
wiggle it out?
Pull it out, no problem. Pull it out.
Okay, cool.
And inside the hole, button. It's that like so where the brick was going in, there's like
Yeah.
like so on the flat bit at the bottom, there's just a little indentation in the brick underneath, and that indentation is a button.
Sure, Lumi, do we just see a floating brick through the orb?
Yes.
I want to press the button. I'm so tempted to press the button.
Hang on, is there any lights in this room?
Press the button.
There is no lights in this room, no.
I don't think you'd want any lights in this room right now.
No,
I'm using
I
unseen
don't.
satellite.
I don't. That's what I was double checking before you press the button.
Press the button.
Actually, here's a good
Press the
question.
button.
Is there any torches? Because I know what happens with shit. Sometimes you press the button and lights suddenly appear.
There is there's lights per se, but they are torches, but they are very
Yeah.
it's a dim. It's not like holy shit, it's bright in here.
Okay. Should I press the button? I want to press the button.
It's not. Oh, press the button. It could be our way down.
True, it could be. I'm gonna press the button.
One of the big, massive barrels on this suddenly falls back into the wall. Stairway down.
Fucking barrels.
I'm gonna look down it through. Yep, that's our way down. I wonder how everybody on the other side is looking at this, thinking.
All those in the orb, your perspective, you suddenly watch a barrel
Yep. Figured.
I just turned I look around. I was like, question, Sabrina.
So,
How do you think they saw when we taking out the rock thing?
pretty sure all they saw was a floating brick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they saw the floating brick too.
And they're
That's gotta be
probably
funny.
They're probably
Mhm.
also wondering how the fuck we found it out so quickly. Anyways, I'm gonna kind of like telepathically. Lilo, do you feel something stronger coming from the staircase?
Yes. It's strongest down that way.
Well, looks like we're warm.
Awesome.
I'm going to. You're gonna kind of like feel a more tenser grip, but not like crushing your hand. It's just more tenser as she starts leading you down the stairwell.
Cool. Because if you had let go of my hand, Shay was definitely gonna do a fill the room kind of method and hope to not hit a boob. Because I can't see you, you can't see me.
And I can't
Gary,
speak.
thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Thank you so much.
But here's the thing with that. I think you stand taller than Sabrina when she's walking on her legs. Therefore, I don't think you'd grab boob. I think you would just grab face. At that
Probably.
point.
Again, as well, I can't even speak to tell her where you are. Because I'm wild shaped, I can't speak.
It's also about
No,
this time.
I know Sylvan.
It's also about this time, by the way. Just to put in perspective of not just people being frozen in place. Jason, after doing what is he told by heart, picks up the letter and the watch to the room and just kind of goes in a direction of the beds and stuff. Ismaya's hands are it and back out. Letter and pocket watch.
Oh, don't worry, I explained how to get out.
That would have been fun, wouldn't it?
No.
I think I have personal experience with that.
Still sorry, okay?
Yeah, it's okay. If anyone's allowed to do it to him, it's you.
I mean, it's also the fact that I purposely played off it like, well done, so you told him how to get in, but you never told him how to get out. I was purposely playing off that.
Oh, yeah. Which just ended up with Lucian fucking screaming people's ears off.
Alright, let's start heading down.
So you start making your way.
Done to scream.
And end of the stair. Before you reach the very bottom, there is a very bright.
Oh no.
I'm gonna kind of like stop and like while still holding her hand, I'm going to move it up and over, kind of creating a block for her to stop walking forward.
I'm going to start crawling out of Shay's pocket and down towards the floor. You can feel sort of the web hit you as I'm sort of going down.
So you
Now
also,
I just scooter.
Here's my question, Lumi. While he is in spider form, because I know Sylvan, can I still communicate with him?
The problem with that is, I can't understand Sylvan.
There's your issue.
Don't get me wrong, I can probably speak in Sylvan because I probably try to speak in English and it'd probably come out as that, but I would have no clue what I'm saying.
All we hear is
Well, Sabrina could just translate to common.
all you hear is
That's meaning, like, you can understand us speaking common.
Oh yeah!
So here's it's a cycle. It's a cycle. If he is speaking Sylvan, I can understand it. Therefore, I can telephone it to Shay in common. Boom! I just solved the wild shape issue. No sleep sicker than a dog, and I've got brain cells today.
Wait.
What do you think?
I think it would work, yeah.
It took this many sessions to figure that out.
I'm going to take a look.
People in the group can actually speak Sylvan besides me, though.
No, wait.
It's also
Common Druidic Elven.
It's also at this point when you sit there and go, I'm gonna start taking a look.
I do.
Those on the sphere and Shay and Hart start to watch as a Safrina starts to become visible again.
Ah, shit.
It's been an hour.
Fuck.
Oh, do you have another spell slot?
Do you have another wild cast? Wild shape.
I do have another wild shape, but my wild shape isn't the problem.
Oh,
You don't have another spell slot, do you?
It's not an invisibility spell slot. It comes from a certain item.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So,
Sabrina,
not to worry you right now, but we're starting to see you.
Lumi, I can see Safrina through the sphere, correct?
One problem with what you're thinking. I looked up invisibility.
Ah, shit, it's a touch spell.
It's touch.
You have to touch them.
I don't have a familiar.
You could have taken Find Familiar, you fuck. Alright? It's a wizard's spell.
Moment.
Which is funny because I have Find Familiar and Detect Magic.
I'm reading my instrument. Give me a minute. It can't be used again to cast that spell until next dawn. What?
Well, that says till next dawn. You're just gonna survive till past midnight, right?
I mean, technically,
I don't have access to Find Familiar from what I can see.
That.
if I cast Fly on her and she sticks near the ceiling, then she might not be seen. What other spells do I have?
Well, thank God.
What I will say for the sake of this as well, by the way, in your entire travels down here from the first ground and then into the basement, there was 0 guards.
Okay, so the chances are she could get back up there.
That also means we could.
Any guards that you are aware of, you heard asleep in rooms.
So my biggest identifiers are technically covered because I've got my hood up on my cloak and I'm walking around, not on my tail. My two biggest identifiers are currently hidden, which is her long silver hair and her fucking tail. So maybe if I keep my head down, I could pass as just somebody around the castle if a guard shows up, but since we haven't seen it,
for fuck's sake, internet, please.
That or Lucian would have to go down there with invisibility on.
Invisibility is a concentration spell, so
I know,
you
I'd
can't
have
cast it on someone else while you're keeping it on yourself.
I know. But I could cast it on Safrina once I get there, wait till Safrina gets back to the room, because you guys could give me the earpiece, and then I could come back out afterwards and go to sleep.
oh, that's the thing. I can, if I stay low and not show anything, I should be able to stick close to the wall and walk along the wall and not be too noticeable.
It is possible. I just need an earpiece.
So, as kind of like starting to see that I'm coming like back to, I'm gonna kind of like
Oh, I swear, internet.
step back into the shadow and kind of cover up with my cloak. The important thing is we don't panic right now. Kind of still staying in a low whispered voice. if we panic, then it's gonna notice us. Get her that way to go check things out.
Okay.
Also, I happen to have the spell comprehend languages because I learned. I'm keeping that there because at one point I'm going to need that motherfucker. I've learned from other DMs who like to put ancient languages that nobody fucking knows.
I don't know, Sylvan.
Well, okay, no. So I have a spell called comprehend language.
Yes, you get to understand all languages.
I can understand any language.
I think if you touch the thing, you can even read.
I learned better. I learned because my other DM for my Sunday groups did a whole entire library dungeon.
Sonic?
All the book. No, not Sonic. The other group that I go with later in the day. He had an entire library dungeon that was in a language nobody in the party understood. I'm like, okay,
just trying to figure out something. Don't worry about me at the minute. I will go and take a look in a minute here because Sabrina's told me to go on, but I'm just curious about something.
And Caitlin will be right back.
Yep.
She had to dip out for the doggy.
Here, come by in just a moment.
Good question, not a question. Let me look up. When did Sonic postpone his thing? 11th. In a week. Do you want to be still here when that happens so I have emotional support?
Yeah, I could, yes. I think I will.
Thank you.
No problem. I know what he fucking does to you guys.
I have a new dice.
Are we still trying to figure out a plan, or...?
No, shit, I mean, Caitlin will be right back. Hart is supposed to be,
Well, I'm taking a peek time.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm guessing Hart's trying to figure out a plan for you.
Giz is on the move.
I'm trying to think that while I'm kind of doing the go to see.
Right now, with how bright the light is at the bottom of the stairs. Possible.
I know, that's why I put my arm up to block her from moving any further. And I took a step back up the stairs. And hopefully, she backed up a step with me. And I'm gonna count from the bottom how many steps back we are, so I know what step she's on.
So at this point, you sent the spider forward, he goes to scout, and the rest of you stay.
Yes.
I'm trying to stay in the dark as much as possible.
So just to throw it out there real quick, Adam has left early, as he's took as painkillers for head and stuff. He took some of our painkillers for some pain he's having, and they are hitting him hard, and he is struggling to stay awake.
Oh, it's fine.
That's okay. So Bartholomew's on autopilot.
Yes. I was on the autopilot looking through Sabrina's eyes.
Okay.
I was trying to see, I was trying to come up with a way that could get you back, Sabrina, without us having to do it, and I was thinking phase spiders, summon beast, but phase spiders only phase out of the material plane.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a move, but I think I would lose the concentration on the
If
So I'm a beast at
anything,
that point.
if anything, what I can also do is I can cast Unseen Servant and have them walk ahead of me. And if they see anything, notify me.
Yeah, I was just trying to find if there was any like creatures that actually turn people invisible.
I will
Again,
be.
I
literally
just
right
need
back.
an earpiece, and then I could go down there, cast invisibility on you.
Talk to
you go back
Bartholomew.
up. Yeah.
He's on autopilot. Talk to him.
Yeah, but like literally, like I could go down there and help.
I mean, then you would be visible though the entire time?
No, because I mean, I just stay in the shadow till they're back up, then I cast invisibility on myself, go back up. I have enough spell slots.
It's concentration though.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
for an
saying.
hour.
They can wait until they get back up.
Fair.
But then again, Shay'd have to give Sabrina the headpiece as well.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's doable, and it would
Here's
be the
the-
safest way to get there without getting seen.
But see, here's the thing. Then we're back to the same problem we're having now. One of us is visible.
I mean, I just stay in the shadows until you guys are back up. then
And
I
that's
cast
the thing.
invisibility.
All of my brightest features are hidden behind a dark cloak.
Again, she just has the chance of actually going up.
Yeah.
And there was no guards.
Anyway,
Through the orb, you guys would have been able to see.
as I'm thinking of what to do anyway, I'm thinking we peek down.
Go down to have a peek.
And all follow.
So, what you see in the distance of this? You don't see one. See two. See three. Manacled. Sleep.
Ooh. Is there anything else I see, or is that it?
That of a see a man writing up stuff. And one thing on man's hip towards, so you can see the back of him.
Oh no, I can see the blade, can't I?
You don't see a blade, no, but you see like the hilt shape of a mask, like just dangling there. Blade or handle.
No, that's Isaac.
That's 100% Isaac. Okay, we're going.
110%, yeah.
We're going to go back up.
And as you go back up, that's where we're going to end today's session.
Damn.
That way, Argo can get some sleep.